Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you on today's Hit Music Q92. Streaming audio on Q92radio.com and now live video on Q92's Facebook and YouTube page. Good morning. How are we? Halfway through the work week. It is your Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a good start to your day out there. What do we got for you here the rest of the show this morning? Well, this hour, if you are a Ted Lasso fan, you're going to like this. Brett Goldstein plays Roy Kent in Ted Lasso, is coming to Playhouse Square in Cleveland with his comedy show. And you can be there on Wednesday, September 25th. When you hear the cue to call this hour, be caller number 10. Going to hook you up with tickets for that. Busy 8 o'clock hour. Not only a year call Wednesday, not only are we talking to Rich DeRocher from the Hall of Fame, but we're also going to get a finalist for the 2 pit tickets to see Jelly Roll at Bash on the Bay at Put-in-Bay Airport Wednesday, August 21st in the 9 o'clock hour. $25 gift card to PS Cooks. Plus, for those of you who'll be watching on Facebook, YouTube, and on X, not on X, on Facebook and YouTube, you're going to like the live video feed. What do you want to put in the comments today?
Oh my gosh, why am I drawing a blank? I don't want to do Save Me. I don't know. What do you think?
Oh, we did Jelly Roll, then we did Bash on the Beach or Bash on the Bay yesterday. I would dare say we're overthinking it.
Yeah, me too, probably. How about Need a Favor?
Sure. Need a favor it is in the comments section on YouTube and Facebook.
Like, I need a favor. I would need to win these tickets.
Yeah. It'd be a hell of a favor we'd be giving you if you gave these tickets. Great show to go see. So, need a favor in the comments section. Like the live video on Q92's Facebook and YouTube. We'll announce that winner right before we get off the air here before 10 o'clock. So doing that, also shout out to Sarda, the sponsor of our video stream on Q92's Facebook and YouTube for the 7 o'clock hours. Don't get Sorta Smart, get Sarta Smart. So there you go. As I see the need of favors coming in. Good. Never too early to get them in. We randomly select someone at the end of the show. So there we go. 7-11 already. Real quick text messages. Good morning, Christian from Tigertown. Hope you and all your listeners are having a great start to your day. Please be safe, drink lots, and share a smile. Transformer guy checking in this morning with Scrapper. Wow. All right, I see your Scrapper. I raise you Iron Head. Oh, he's an OG. Good morning, Christian Early Risers. Highway guy checking in a little later start today. Get to go to Columbus for 2 days for work. Have a great hump day, everybody. Be safe out there, Highway.
Yeah, get there safely.
Good morning, DJ Dinger checking in. I hope you all have an amazing day, everybody. Hope you have a good one, too. Glad you guys are with us. This man was at Blossom Music Center yesterday, despite the weather. And it looked like an incredibly packed house at Blossom to see Hozier last night. This is Too Sweet on Q92. Listen to this. This is, I'm not going to say it's irked me. Maybe not bothered me, but it's irked me since I've been told this. Now, obviously, we are both in our 40s. We're not spring chickens anymore.
No.
I don't think we're old, but we're certainly not young.
No, not as young as we used to be.
No. We got Jake over here, 25-year-old Jake.
Yeah, retiring from concerts and whatnot.
Yeah. Calling it quits at 25. I've done all I can in this life. It's time to retire.
Hanging it up.
And just enjoy what's left of my life at 25. But obviously, as you get older, things change in your body.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Some of you lose.
That's like after you have babies, your boobs go.
The boobs sag. You pee all the time.
When you sneeze, especially.
Guys, things happen. You lose hair turns gray. All of a sudden, ear hair and nose hair become a thing. That's something I can't understand.
Do you use a trimmer?
Yeah. I have an awesome one that goes up my nose with a light.
Mm-hmm.
And not one of those weird, it's a nice one. It's really
Why do
cool.
you need a light? It's for up there.
Came with a light. So you can see where that hair. I have this one nose hair, unrelated to what I want to talk about.
Does it curl over the bridge?
No. It is the straightest sideways nose hair you've ever seen in your life. I'm telling you, it looks like if you were making the divide sign, the straight line with the dot, it's the straight, and it goes across, and it'll start to touch.
Yeah, but if you do the tool, doesn't it just zip, like
Sometimes,
zip it off?
Sometimes it like fights it. I don't know what happened.
Is it? I wonder if it's wiry.
It's the straightest nose hair you could ever imagine. It doesn't curl.
Are the rest of them curly?
It doesn't like go down. It just is like
doesn't sag. Yeah.
If you're watching the video,
it's rigid and straight.
Craziness.
Interesting.
And it bothers the hell. Then I have a couple of they go peekaboo. They start coming out of the nose a little bit. And you got to trim them.
Yeah. Then you know it's time.
Ear hair. Since I've gotten older.
Well, I'm married to an Italian man. So.
I don't know what happened. So the hair on my head stops, but my ear explodes.
Is it coming from your canal?
Everywhere, outside, top, canal.
Yeah, with Tony, it was always these like rando, like from the earlobe itself. Like I'll be like, "Ooh, hold on," and I'll
just insane. All right, and even like my facial hair, there's a lot more gray in it than there used to be, and that I don't like that, to be honest with you. And I still say COVID made it worse. I swear to you, no, I can't prove it. Can't prove it. I just know I had some. I got COVID. I started growing a beard again. All of a sudden, it was like, "Hello, Santa." I was like, "What in the blue hell?" Overnight?
Get some just for men.
I have. I've worn it to work.
I didn't notice.
You guys didn't even notice. Jamie wanted me to do it. She's like, we'll get the one that just blends and see if anyone calls you out. No one called me out for like 2 days. Then I washed it out. I didn't like it at all. You feel like you have makeup on.
I want you to like dye it dark.
You feel like you have makeup on. It's weird. I don't know how.
Like it makes your skin cakey or something?
It felt that way to me.
Okay.
Yeah, we did it, and we let no one. I was waiting for someone to months ago.
Oh,
waiting for one of you guys to be like, "Hey, bro," but we didn't do the full. We did the blend.
Well, that's cop out then.
What? Still counted. I still used it.
I understand that.
It looked fake to me. I didn't even think it looked real.
That would be me being like, "Do you see your name?" Well, I used a crayon. Yes, it was clear, but I still used it.
I'm just saying. According to a survey, 1,500 singles from Plenty o' Fish. Great website.
It was your favorite. That and Christian Mingle, right?
Zeus was my all-time favorite.
Oh, okay.
Plenty of Fish. I always thought that was like the Dollar Tree version of dating apps. I don't care. People are like, well, I found my love on Plenty of Fish.
They used to have a meetup at the 356 Fighter Group.
Is that a bar?
You don't remember the Fighter
I wasn't
Group.
raised here. Remember?
I know that, but it was real. But you worked here when it was still open.
What did I?
Yeah. It was right out by the airport, and it was like a restaurant, but it was huge, and they used to have like live music out back and dance parties, and they had like a room that had a pool table in it. Like
and Plenty of Fish people would meet up there.
Yeah.
Gosh darn. That's crazy. Well, according to Plenty of Fish, they talked to 1,500 singles on there. A third of singles have ended a friendship because one of their friends started dating their ex.
Totally believe it.
And you know what this is prominent right now? Young kids.
We talked about that, didn't we?
This is weird to me.
Yeah, you guys had an experience with it, didn't
I don't
you?
know if it's a generational thing. I don't understand it because when I grew up, that was a no-no.
Yeah, that's bro code,
that
man.
Was a no-no. You never tried to date one of your boys' exes. And I feel like now that's all that happens. Like I've learned a lot from Not Daughter and her high school ways and her high school friends. And my nephews now in high school doing their high school things and their high school ways. They just all date each other. They just pass each other around.
Which is gross.
And no one gets mad at anybody. There's no fighting. Like, it is weird to me. I would never have, even go back to high school, my 20s, have gone after a girl that one of my good friends dated. It's a no-no.
Yeah.
You know how much of a no-no it was for my crew growing up? That's right, I said my crew. I had a friend now.
Your crew?
My crew.
Chris's crew?
Yeah. Well, it's never Chris. Came to me. His now wife, might I add.
Okay.
I went to college with him. Mm-hmm. We were good friends in college. We would hang out with everybody from our group, and we were all telecommunications people. We'd hang out. Bro code meant so much back then. Now, keep in mind, me and this girl never dated.
We were just friends.
We were friends, same friend group. My buddy liked her, came to me and asked me if it'd be okay to ask her out. And she was just my friend. That's how much bro code meant back in the day.
Yeah, wow.
Now
30 years later.
it's like you break up today. Okay, I'll ask her out tomorrow. I'll wait.
Right.
I'll wait till tomorrow.
I'll give her tonight.
I want you to heal.
Right.
Yeah. I don't want you to. I understand.
No, I do believe it. I think that
weird.
happens more and more. It is weird because listen, that boy was just kissing your friends the other night. Like, it's weird. It's real weird.
Well, how many times when we talk about these topics, someone come in and call in or text in and be like, "Yeah, my girlfriend cheated on me with my best friend.
Yeah, that happens.
My girlfriend slept with my boyfriend." Like, how do you? By the way, Columbus Zoo has the biggest chicken fingers I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
Like this big.
Wow.
This big.
How big around are they?
They're curled too. I don't know what happened. I don't know if that chicken was like excited or what, but it was like, woo. I don't know, like curled toes, but man.
They've got curly chicken?
Is that a real thing?
Like a curly fry?
It looked like a curly chicken finger, a fry, slash. Yeah. Got a great commemorative plastic cup.
Oh my gosh.
I got two that weekend. I got a Columbus Clippers cup, and I have now a Columbus Zoo. Well, I have an Akron Zoo too. So my collection's growing. I'm gonna get a nice glass kind of case to like display them all in. And
I've never met anybody that's like, I'm on the hunt for a curio cabinet. Oh, for what?
My plastic
commemorative
cup.
Souvenir cups.
All right, you can go souvenir commemorative. But they're fantastic. And there's something about drinking out of a plastic cup when you're playing video games.
And I don't mean scared.
Because I can tell you as a man, going back to, even if I go back to like junior high school, there were times that me and my buddy were not on the same page. In the fact that like, I would.
When it came to what?
When it came to blood flow.
Oh, you don't mean like a real friend. Okay.
Wow.
This is getting weird.
I lost you in the woods, I see.
You did. The petrified
Stay on the
woods.
trail. Stay on the trail. It would happen, and I would be like, "What did you see that I didn't?"
No, I don't always think that has to do with any kind of
at all. It's math class. I hate fractions.
I don't think it has to do with stimulation. Sometimes I think it's just it's hormonal.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Jake?
Oh yeah.
Where you're like, what's with you?
Fantastic.
Right.
What did you see that I missed?
This is fun.
What? Wiener talk.
I know.
Just saying, it's happened.
Every day?
Not every day, but it certainly would happen.
Okay. As an adult, though.
And for some reason, always right before the school bell rang to change class. And you got to grab that history book.
Oh, that's the worst.
Oh, the history
book.
That
really happened at school?
Where's the biggest book I have? Just walking with like pressed up, like, stop it.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize.
Yeah. It's not like you know when it's going to happen. That time of year, people taking those summer vacations or camping vacations. The Mohican. That's where everybody goes. My sister goes there a lot.
Yeah, it's my favorite state park in Ohio. My husband Tony likes to make things up. Like, I remember when we first went there and he tried to tell us that that's where they shot Last of the Mohicans.
Fantastic.
Like, he thinks we're that dumb.
I don't care.
But then he tried to like tell our children.
Yeah.
Well, he does. Oh, they carry it on. They still won't admit that that's not true. I mean, you can tell by the look on their faces. But like, he tried to even do it with our kids too. Like, they're like, look at the cabin at the front of the state park. That was the cabin from.
It was the cabin where the Last of the
So
Mohicans
dumb.
stayed.
But it's not just that. Like, they named the Ashland Oil.
Fourth right here on today's Hit Music Q92. And again, later on this hour, comedian, actor Brett Goldstein, you know him as Roy Kent in Ted Lasso, coming to Playhouse Square in Cleveland Wednesday, September 25th. We're giving away tickets to that. Hear the cue to call. Be caller number 10. That's on the way. 8 o'clock hour, your call Wednesday. 8 o'clock hour, Jelly Roll finalist. 8 o'clock hour, Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. We'll see how he's recovering from an awesome week in Canton. Really, really cool. I came across this last night. I looked up the story to see if it was true.
Always a good idea.
And it is true, but I don't know how I missed it because it was basically a week old. And a couple, like NBC News had it, Fox News had it. I mean, one thing, I think we all can agree we all like a good Chipotle.
Yeah.
Even me, who's the pickiest eater. Now, do I just get steak and rice?
Yes.
Yes, in my bowl or burrito. That's it, or chicken. But we all, I think, Jake, you love Chipotle, right?
Silence the boy.
You like Chipotle, right?
Yeah, that's Chipotle.
Who doesn't like Chipotle? The answer is probably nobody.
My son.
He doesn't like Chipotle.
He doesn't love it. He'll choke it down. He gets it in a burrito, but I mean, like, he almost gets borderline mean when I say we're getting Chipotle for dinner. That
was me when I came when my mom said stew was for dinner. I would be stewing when I heard that.
Yeah, but think about it.
Like,
the difference between stew and Chipotle?
Like, is this the depression? What are we doing?
Oh, stop it. Stew's good.
Stew. Yeah, it is good. Yeah, if there's no choice, it's great.
Do you want to eat?
Yeah, but if that's the option, then I suppose pass the stew. But if there's an option, what the hell are we doing? Looks like the stuff they throw in to feed pigs. A slop they throw, but that's not what I'm going with this. But we all love Chipotle, but one of the things that can get us about Chipotle is portion. We talk about on this show many times. Your burrito's as good as your scooper.
Yeah.
If you get a bad scooper, it can ruin your day. Some people have the balls to say something. I don't. I accept my tiny bowl or tiny burrito with like 2 cubes of steak. And the worst is when they cup the spoon. When they cup the spoon to ensure no extra.
Oh, that's like you're not even getting one extra little morsel. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, corporate better be in town if you're doing that.
You're getting audited.
Yes, there better be like a district or regional manager in the back watching over you and just give me a wink or a nod.
In which case, I would think I would like cup it and be like, I'm so sorry. My manager's right behind me.
Dude, I am not this guy. But
no,
listen,
come back next time and I'll give you 2 scoops.
That is Chuck Chipotle behind me, and he will kill me if I give you any more chicken. I'm so sorry. So, but the CEO actually said the restaurants will serve bigger portions of their food after complaints. Brian Nicole said about 10% of restaurants were outliers when it came to serving portions that needed to be retrained to the, quote, right standards. The number one complaint, getting the feedback caused us to relook at our execution across our entire system. We have focused in on those outlier portion scores based on consumer surveys, he noted in this article. And I'm citing NBC News as my source here. He noted about 10% of restaurants were outliers that needed to be retrained up to the right standard. The chain has about 3,500 locations in the United States of America. So this comes after a lot of TikToks complaining about it, a lot of influencers complaining about it and posting videos. Where like another guy, a food influencer, made a video that had 16.3 million followers. His name is Keith Lee. where he did a review of items on the Chipotle menu, and he showed and complained about the lack of chicken in his bowl. So you can kind of thank TikTok and YouTube for this. Influencers started posting this.
Yeah.
They started doing it. Some of these influencers, like that guy, influencer had 16.3 million followers, and they're showing you his bowl of like 3 cubes of chicken.
You know what though? This is the positive side to social media. I think it's a double-edged sword because people can put things on and if things can get taken out of context. But I think in a case like this, it holds some of these businesses accountable. Look, we all know we're paying so much money for food. Chipotle is not an exception. They're a little pricier when you're thinking fast food. They can be. They're on the higher side of things.
You can spend a few bucks at Chipotle.
So if I opened my bowl and saw a handful of cubes of chicken and some rice, I'd probably be a little ticked off too.
Like, bro, this is $15.
Right.
Like, you could give me a scoop of steak.
Yes.
You know what's funny though? Is that their business hasn't been hurt by this, even though they're making the change. Shares of the company rose about 13%. And also, let me see here. Demand for its food peaked this April when they had about a 6%, and they had about a 6% higher June as well, as far as profit. So it hasn't necessarily hurt their profitability. Traffic in its restaurants actually has increased 8.7% despite the backlash on social media. But I'll give the people at Chipotle credit. Self-awareness. Yeah. Regardless of whether it's hurting your business or not, realizing, hey guys, we're kind of getting a bad rep right now. I don't like seeing these videos on TikTok and YouTube and Reels and all this stuff. People are starting to get the impression that we're not giving them what they're paying for. We need to fix that. So I say shout out to Chipotle. I say, okay, listen.
Anytime a company is self-aware and really does the work to improve themselves, I think it's a good thing. I mean,
because to be honest, with nothing, profits aren't going down, traffic's not going down in your restaurants, they could have just been like, shut up. We're going to get it anyway. We don't care.
Right. It's not affecting us at all.
Yeah, not affecting us.
But see, they're being smart. They want another 6% bump because they're doing the right thing.
I agree with you. They're like, we're doing great. We can do better.
Yeah.
Imagine if we were really giving these people what they want.
Yeah.
A couple more cubes of steak, chicken, or whatever your protein is.
Sofritas.
Yeah, let's go. So Chipotle, I'm gonna say this to you. I'll say this to a lot of big corporations, and they don't even know when I do. But I give you credit for having self-awareness, looking at what's going on, and even though your business isn't hurting because of it, saying, "All right, let's put something out there, and let's try to." It's okay to give them a little bit more, a little more meat in their burrito, a little more meat in their bowl.
No, I think it's a good thing. They've had to get really clever too, and I think a lot of the restaurants have really had to take a candid look at how they do business. I mean, you see it with all of these, like the Biggie Box and the what's the Wendy's
Biggie Bag,
mm-hmm. And Taco Bell just came out with a new box at $7, and McDonald's kind of followed suit, and they have something that's a little similar to the Big Bag. I mean, I hate to say it, but it is. But it's cool. I like the option.
Gimmick infringement.
Yes, I like the option.
It's like a McChicken or McDouble, a small or medium fry.
Small fry, 4-piece nugget, and a drink.
Yeah. I mean, it's a small.
Well, but then Wendy's fired back, and they were like, "Hey, if you're going to do that, then if you order on our app, we're also throwing in a Frosty."
Yeah,
well done, Wendy's.
Yeah. They can always throw the Frosty at you.
I mean, but I'm always get so torn because I like both.
I do also like both. McDonald's is like my OG.
Oh yeah.
Wendy's is.
If I'm getting over being sick,
Wendy's.
All I want is McDonald's.
You get like a classic Dave's classic single,
and
the onion. You get a good one. You're like, damn.
Do you do anything? Damn. Do you do anything weird to like any fast food? Like
not since college
to make it? Oh, okay. Oh. Christian, you're gross.
Text message. Believe it or not, I've never been to Chipotle. Never ate there. How's the food? I like it.
I like it too.
Their steak and their chicken's good. I love it. I like their bowls they use. That's all I get is rice and steak. But burritos are good.
That jalapeno corn salsa is chef's kiss.
Chipotle is too expensive for what you get. Well, they're working on that.
They are.
They're working on.
Oh, and side note, anybody who's been to Chipotle that's never gotten their salad, let me just tell you, that vinaigrette that they have,
don't sleep on it, huh?
It's so good.
Just past the station, your friendly neighborhood Kimball trash guy. Good
Aw,
morning.
you should have honked or something. I don't. We probably wouldn't have heard
We
it.
would not have heard it. But you
No.
still could have done it.
Yeah.
Only serial killers like Chipotle. Well, then there's a lot of serial killers out there. Oh, and I'm one of them.
Isn't it so funny how we're all just regular people, but how different everybody's palates can be?
Well, yeah, I have the palate of a 5-year-old.
Oh, we know.
Who's
Steak and rice.
hasn't had a nap. Yeah.
Oh, I know. Yeah, you kind of look like you're dragging today.
Oh, terrible day. I mean, as far as sleep goes.
Yeah.
Boy was up. Boy went to bed way too early. I got caught in that. Do I wake him up? Do I let him go? Maybe he'll sleep through the night. I gambled on sleep through the night. I was very wrong. Very wrong. And then the whole thing of when I finally went to sleep, I woke up 15 minutes before my alarm went off. I'm dragging ass. But I'm here and I'm eating my Zoe and I feel like I'm trying to put out a positive vibe. But inside I'm crying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very tired. You know, you raised 2 kids. When they go to bed early, you're in that damn limbo. Like, they sleep
It's
through
the battle
night?
of your own conscience because you're like, do I enjoy the rest of my evening because they're already in bed and get to watch my shows and do my things
But
peacefully, or am I going to be up all stinking?
Because you're sitting there and you're
nights?
like, that's too early.
Yeah,
That is too early for Jimmy to be asleep.
we really kind of had a rule, even when they were like newborns and younger, and that we would make sure that they were awake until like at least 8-9 o'clock. I would feel bad sometimes because I'd be playing with them and they would be like, oh,
and you know
trying
what?
to go to sleep.
We played with him all day. We took him for like 2 walks. His cousins came over and he was playing with, like, he was going hard all day. And I should have known, like,
he's gonna crash. Yeah.
And I was in that limbo. Do I let him or do I wake him? I'm like, and I rolled the dice. I did not win.
Well, hopefully you can get a snappy nappy in today.
Around 11:30. Wide awake.
Oh my gosh.
Let's play.
What time did you go back to sleep?
Let's play. Probably 1. And I tried hard.
Yeah.
I tried so hard to get him to go back to sleep.
You're gonna need a nap.
A calm way. I can't get one. I gotta go home. It's right back to baby duty. There is no. He quit napping. He's done. I can get one with him, maybe. I can get him to do one, maybe.
He only takes one nap and he's only a year old? Oh, boy.
Ball of energy.
Mm.
Ball of energy.
Our neighbors have a 3-year-old, and he just gave up 2 naps a day.
All right. Well, let's take a look at sports that we should have done 5 minutes ago. It's Q92. Yeah, the not daughter found out that mom and not dad were not lying about curfew when she got pulled over for curfew. And I got a call from the Austintown Police Department.
Oh my lord.
Which I got a little scared at first. I was like, yeah?
Yeah.
Why are you calling me when my not daughter's out?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, it's past curfew. Like, Jesus. And literally that week we had the conversation with her. She thought we were making it up.
No, they're not playing.
She thought we were making up curfew. We were just being typical parents trying to no, there really is. I'm like, grant you, I'm not saying like they're going to pull every kid over they see, but I mean, they can't pop you for curfew if they want.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Karma must have been like, this girl didn't believe her parents. Send in the police.
He was really nice.
I'm sure.
Jake, you ever been pulled over and get out of it?
Yeah, I've only been pulled over one time and I got out of it.
What'd you do?
I wasn't familiar with the area. It was a couple years ago. I was dating this girl at the time. She also lived far away, and I was driving home late at night, and the road kept changing speed limits every 5 miles. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I had no idea where I was because I never went that way before. And she goes, "I got you going 55 and a 35." I said, "Oh, that's not good." And I just right there, I assumed I was getting a ticket. And
because you said that.
No, because of how fast I was going.
The 20 mile per hour discrepancy.
Yeah. So then I was like, oh, okay. And then she was super nice, and it was during Christmas time, and so she gave me like a warning, but it was like please donate a toy to our Christmas drive because it was during Christmas time. So,
did you?
No, I wanted to, but I was never.
Oh my gosh!
I wanted to, but I was never in that area.
7:41 right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Still to come very soon, the Q to call for a chance to win tickets. You go to Playhouse Square on September 25th and see actor, comedian Brett Goldstein. He plays Roy Kent on Ted Lasso. We got tickets for that when you hear the Q to call. Be caller number 10. Also, 8 o'clock hour, your call Wednesday. 8:30, Rich DeRocher from the Hall of Fame. And at some point in the 8 o'clock hour, getting a finalist for those pit passes for Jelly Roll. We're going to get a finalist online as well for people watching on Q92's Facebook and YouTube page. Just go over, click the like button. I totally forgot what you said to put in the comment section.
We're doing, oh my gosh, I forgot. It was my phrase.
I need a favor.
Yep.
I need a favor. I need a favor. Put that in the comment section with the like.
Thank God for you, Jake.
And Lauren is going to randomly pick one of you at the end of the show. Make you a finalist.
I'm going to write that down.
Real quick, some text messages. Have you ever seen those TikTok videos where they compare old Chipotle portions to the new one? The Chipotle burrito is like half of what it used to be. Well, again, the CEO is going to make some changes. Good morning, Christian Lauren. Just want to see what you guys thought of Hot Heads burrito. I've had them.
I like it. I like their bowls. I'm not a big burrito person. I'd rather have it in a bowl.
Me too. It's healthier to have in the bowl.
Yeah, probably because you're eliminating
Save
that flour tortilla.
Yes. Christian, enjoy it now with your son. Wait till he starts running. He's getting real close to walking. So close. I always give them a look when they try to short me on my protein. The silent stare screaming, "Don't make me come over the counter, LOL." It's sad.
I can't say that I haven't given a side eye, like if I see how skimpy they are.
Very sad when you see that. Even with and it almost makes you, because you already know, the rice lets you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
when you see
if
that
it
rice,
starts out bad with the rice, you're like, oh, I'm doomed.
Oh, if we're skipping the rice.
And you really get the short end of the stick just because you're just a meat ricer.
Yep.
Like for me, I can have them fill in with fajita vegetables or the corn salsa, cheese. I like all of that.
Screwed because when you just get rice and a protein, God, now I'm saying it like one of the. I hate people that say protein. When I get the rice and steak, it's a 3-pointer, so it's like $1 or $2 less because it's just rice and a steak. And sometimes when the people hand over the burrito, they just go steak burrito,
and then you get charged.
3-pointer. That's I've said that. I've started saying that. I'm now that old person.
Good. You shouldn't be charged.
That's a 3-pointer.
Right.
And they, just rice. Yeah, just rice. And
yes.
Take off that $1.
Exactly.
I want that $1. So, yeah, the rice. Oh. But, yeah, Chipotle working on giving you guys better portions. Just so you got heads up. Things might be getting better. I don't know when, but hopefully soon. 7:44. It's Post Malone and Doja Cat. I Like You. It's Q92. if heaven's really just space? And we all go to like, you know what I mean? Because some people think we were sent here from another planet, another universe.
Yeah, but I've never been like I came from outer space.
No, because that's not as glamorous as saying I was sent here by the Lord, whichever God you pray to. It's fine.
Right.
You know, I would think about stuff like, what if we really are? What if this is a simulation?
I don't know. I've never really
What
thought
if
about
we
it
are
like that before.
Sims?
I don't think it's that.
Is it that much crazier to think that than think that a man made us
What do you think this
from
is
the
like?
clouds?
So, in essence, you think this is like a much bigger version of the Truman Show?
Vastly, yeah. I don't know. These things I don't know. I can't. The problem is none of us can really answer any of these questions until we die.
Right.
Like there's no one can come back to give us the answers. Like, yeah, no, it's this, or no, it's just this.
But there have been all those people that have had near-death experiences that say they see the Lord. You don't believe them?
They say that.
You don't believe them?
I'd like to speak personally to someone who's like, yeah, I saw this. You know what I mean? This is what I saw.
Yeah.
It's clouds. Everyone gets wings. Everyone's chilling. Everyone's groovy.
And Christian, that buffet doesn't exist.
My heaven, that would be my heaven. Just an endless buffet of all the foods I like. I don't know. It's just I think about weird things like that.
Yeah.
Where do we really come from?
Well, because
how did humans really
I do doubt the
begin
buffet.
to exist on this earth?
I know.
These are wormholes I go down.
I know.
Or rabbit holes, not wormholes, but wormholes in
Well,
space.
it's because you're thinking about space.
Yeah. I mean, how did this planet begin creating life and living things?
Are you kidding me right now?
What?
You know how this world began.
We know what we were told. None of us were here.
But life has to come from something.
Yeah. That is your cue to call. How would you like to go see actor and comedian Brett Goldstein at Playhouse Square in Cleveland? Roy Kent from Ted Lasso. If you would like to go, all you got to do right now is be caller number 10 at 330-450-9292. Caller 10, you will be the winner. Good luck on today's hit music. Q92, your call Wednesday also coming up here in the 8 o'clock hour. Text message, Rage Room. Why is a bag of chips $6? I was looking to buy, you know what? Ruffles.
Yeah.
Those are my go-to. I know a lot of you are Team Lay's.
No, I'm Team Golden Crisp.
I'm
I
Team
made that clear.
Ruffles. And it was like almost $7 for a half-filled bag because they're only half-filled of Ruffles. So I went with another brand, and I don't want to say that brand out loud. It was awful. But it was like $3 cheaper. I'm probably going to throw it out. It was that bad. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to. It's a known brand. But no, I was like, yeah. I bought the Ruffles version of it.
Oh, like the rippled.
I like the Ripple.
I only like it with French onion dip. Other than that, if I'm just going to eat chips, like flavored or something, it's got to be regular, like kettle cooked.
I like a good kettle chip.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. But
I
I will second the bag of chips for someone who likes a good bag of Ruffles. Why the hell is a regular bag of Ruffles like 7 or 8? If you get
That's like Doritos.
And if you get the family size,
yeah.
Jesus, take out a loan.
That's why I go to Costco, because you pay that for a bag of chips, but it's like the huge family size bag.
Yeah.
And then it seems like every Friday-ish, maybe I'm wrong on the day, but it seems like sometimes they have like a certain brand of chips or a certain flavor of chips that's like on super special. So this last time I got spicy pickle kettle chips. They were actually really, really good.
Pickle.
Yeah, but they were family size. It was ginormous. The bag was like this. I mean, and it was full. We still have some at home. It was $5. You just got to peep those deals. Take advantage.
I need to take a trip to Sam's. Like I said, there's no Costco where I live, so that's not really an option. But I need to be hitting up Sam's more for some things.
I'm really sad that you guys don't have a Costco.
We don't have a Costco. We don't. I don't know why the Canfield and more Boardman area doesn't have a Costco yet. I don't know how we don't have a Sonic.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm very surprised. We have everything there. I think we have a Swenson's now in Boardman, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But I'm very surprised no Costco, and I'm very surprised no Sonic.
Interesting.
I would use a Sonic. I enjoy a Sonic.
Oh, me too. I love their like sodas, like how you can mix them and make your own.
I'm going to say this too. Shout out to Hardee's.
We have a Hardee's.
I don't. The closest Hardee's would be if I left work and went to Minerva.
Oh, that's a trip. You
Or
got to
I guess
really.
if I went all the way to Camp. No,
Yeah.
Schuylkill?
Yeah.
Is that where it is?
The Schuylkill Street exit.
Ugh.
Same with that new truck stop. Amy says Giant Eagle brand plain chips taste better than Ruffles in her opinion. And they're cheaper.
Oh, bold statement. That's a bold.
Oh, is that the?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I was
no.
gonna say, did she
No.
just uncover?
I'm just saying to say something's better than Ruffles to me.
Yeah.
Ruffles is the
Really?
creme de la creme.
Ruffles?
Oh, a freshly opened bag of Ruffles. Not the Ruffles you've had for a week and the chip clip. They kind of got a little. I'm talking about that first chips you pull out of an open bag of Ruffles. Christ, that is fantastic.
Do you know what my favorite thing in the world is?
I don't.
It's so disgusting. You're gonna make fun. I'll do like tuna salad or chicken
You
salad or
lost me
egg
at tuna.
salad,
You could have stopped at tuna.
and you get golden crisp chips or like chicken salad, and dip your chips in it. So good.
Yeah. Jake, you have a favorite chip?
No, I think chips are chips.
Really?
Yeah,
No, that's not true because
I
a Pringle
love
is a chip, and it's not
I love Pringles.
right.
love.
But it's not a chip. Is not just a chip because you have like Pringle style chips. You've got Ruffles style chips. You've got kettle chips.
Yeah, but I don't have like a favorite brand or type.
I believe him. His ability to have no opinion.
I
on
like
things
all
is
chips.
Phenomenal. There's not a chip you don't like.
He's so
Not really.
partisan.
I don't like the flavors. I like the original.
Just regular old
Yeah.
plain potato chips.
Yeah,
What's your favorite flavor of potato chip?
sour cream and onion, or the cheddar and
Oh, cheddar and sour cream.
yeah.
Yeah, those are good. That Marin likes those. Salt and vinegar here. I love salt. and
Regular.
vinegar. A kettle salt and vinegar chip. Oh,
Regular. Just regular.
so good.
And I don't like Pringles. Let's say it.
What?
I don't like Pringles.
I will say this. I don't like the cheddar Pringles, but I do like the original Pringles. The original Pringles are the best, in my opinion. Even better than the salt and vinegar.
Someone said bugles with cheese whiz.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Now listen, I'll eat
Got
some
my
bugles.
attention.
I'll eat them plain, but I'll eat some bugles now. I
Yeah.
used to put them when I was a kid, put them on my fingers.
Oh, yeah.
Jake, do you remember a craziest day at one of your jobs?
Um,
Like it was just like, oh, what you went home almost like, what was that?
I can't top yours, but when I was working at McDonald's, I got an ice cream cone thrown at me.
Are you
But
serious?
was it someone like a customer or
Yeah.
like a coworker?
No, it was a customer.
What were they mad about?
They ordered an ice cream cone and like a large fry with no salt. So we had to make the fries fresh, like
my God,
as
was
you
it-
do.
Was it my mom?
And then I gave her no. I can tell you it was not.
my mom always orders no salt for
He's
fresh
like, oh, I
fries.
know who this lady is.
It irritates me.
Yeah. So I gave her the ice cream cone and I was like, go to the next window and we'll give you your fresh fries. But she ordered them together because she wanted to eat them together. But by the time we gave her fries, her ice cream cone was melting and she was mad about that. And I was like, well, that's not my fault. Eat your ice cream cone.
Wait. You said that's not my fault. Eat your ice cream cone.
Yeah. I didn't know if I said it was my fault, but I did say, well, if you would have ate it, it would have been melted. I think I did say that.
Okay. I can't see you being like, too bad, lady. Eat it.
Well, I was because she was already on my nerves because she was asking, "Are these fresh? Are these fresh?" And then I was like, "Yes."
And
she
like,
goes,
"Taste one."
no salt." And I was like, "Yeah, no salt." And then she said that there was salt on them, even though there
Okay, but
wasn't.
here's the thing about McDonald's. You guys salt it in like that big area. So even if you don't salt the fresh batch, tell me there's not salt still on the
Exactly.
bottom. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
you're going to get some.
Exactly.
So did she hit you with it?
Yeah. So she gave me
Q92. Hello. Who is this?
Amy,
Amy. Where are you calling from this morning?
Akron.
All right. Well, congratulations. You're caller 10. You're the winner.
Woohoo, yay.
Congratulations, Amy. You're going to get to see actor and comedian Brett Goldstein when he is at Playhouse Square in Cleveland on Wednesday, September 25th. Just tell everybody your favorite station, sending you to see Brett Goldstein.
You're 92.
Congratulations, Amy. Enjoy that. Now, coming up, we got a busy 8 o'clock hour. It's a Your Call Wednesday, so start texting in those requests on what you guys want to hear, and we'll get on a few of them for you throughout the hour. At 8:30, we'll be talking to Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's coming off The busiest week of the year for him and everybody over there. We'll take a look back at Hall of Fame week and how it all went.
Doesn't he usually take a vacation like in the first couple
Shortly
weeks after?
I think he
yeah,
does.
so it's coming soon.
As he should.
Yes.
And then also getting a finalist for Jelly Roll. The 2 pit passes to see Jelly Roll at Bash on the Bay at Put in Bay Airport Wednesday, August 21st. We're going to get a finalist for the Q to call in the 8 o'clock hour. At the end of the show, we're going to get a finalist as well for someone that goes over to the live video feed of the morning show that's on Facebook and on YouTube, clicks the like button, and in the comment section puts
Need a favor.
Put that in the comment section with the like. You're eligible. Lauren's going to randomly select one of you at the end of the show, coming up here right before 10 a.m. So that's all coming up into the 8 o'clock hour. Right now, it's Nicki Minaj and Super Bass on Q. I forgot that, like, at the beginning of that movie, that queen's like, go kill Snow White.
Yeah, my stepdaughter.
Bring back her heart in this box.
Yes.
So I know you killed her.
It's very aggressive. I know.
I'm swear to God, I was.
Can you imagine if a movie came to the theaters today and they're like, the wicked stepmom?
I was like, I knew the queen wanted to stop Snow White because she was the fairest of them all.
Well, yeah, and she was upset.
It either blocked out of my head or I never quite realized it. That she told that dude to go stab and kill Snow White, and the dude had the knife.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of that as a kid.
Right. Disney movie murder.
And then bring back her heart in this box so I know you killed her.
Yeah, she should have technically gone to jail for attempted murder. But
I'm just saying, talk about something I missed as a kid. That now I'm like, wait, what? I did not honestly remember that scene.
Yeah.
They showed you the knife.
Yes.
He pulled it out.
Yes.
She was ready. She was accepting her fate, by the way. She did the old like, oh.
Yeah, she shielded her face like, oh,
like,
just do it.
Yeah.
She didn't try and run. She didn't try and fight back.
Like, Jesus, Snow White, fight for yourself. Anyway, I don't know. It just freaked me out last night at midnight when I was watching my son. I did not remember the order to kill Snow White. 8:05 right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Good morning, everybody. We are now in the 8 o'clock hour. Christian, Lauren, and Jake here with you on your radio, streaming at Q92radio.com. And, of course, we are live video of the morning show on Q92's Facebook and YouTube page. Feel free to watch along. And thank you to Kimball. They are the sponsor of our live video stream in the 8 o'clock hour every day. Go to kimballcompanies.com/careers to apply today. Big thank you to Kimball. That's why their logo's up there, because they're an awesome sponsor. Thank you, Kimball. 330-450-9292 is the phone number. The text line 330-269-9292. It is a Your Call Wednesday in the 8 o'clock hour every Wednesday. We play requests you guys send in, so if there's something you'd like to hear, let us know. Call us up. Send us a text. You can even comment on Facebook and YouTube. Coming up in about 25 minutes from now, Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame going to join us live on the video stream as well. And, of course, later on this hour, hitting that cue to call to make someone a finalist for those 2 pit tickets to see Jelly Roll at Bash on the Bay at Put Bay Airport Wednesday, August 21st. So that's coming up here this hour. Glad you guys are with us and what should be a nicer next couple days. Less humid.
Yeah, it's going to be cloudy today, but no rain, I don't think. I mean, it's supposed to be, 76 is the high, so somewhat pleasant.
I was looking ahead on my Weather Channel app, and I think this weekend's going to be like mid to upper 70s with low humidity.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic.
Like a gorgeous weekend.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Now, I don't mind the heat. Some people do. They don't like the humidity. But if you're one of those people, you're going to love this weekend.
I don't mind the heat until it's like 90, real feel like 95, 98. Then I start getting a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good for this weekend. Yeah, Saturday 75 and sunny. I think Sunday the same thing. I'm like, okay. We're thinking about maybe going catching a Rubber Ducks game this weekend.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, we're looking for maybe do a baseball game, but the Guardians are out of town this week. Lake County, they're out of town this week. The Pirates are out of town this week. We're like, well, that leaves the Rubber Ducks or the Rubber Ducks.
Yeah.
So might go to Quackrin.
All right.
Don't know yet, but we might go to Quackrin. They have fireworks Friday and Saturday.
You guys should stop at Mench's for dinner.
I've heard of that place.
Oh my gosh!
I think I made a commercial for them recently for high school
really
football.
Good.
Yeah,
so good. You like burgers?
I do like a little bit of burger.
They have a lot of burgers.
I've been craving going to a steakhouse lately. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah, I want to go to either obviously a Roadhouse for the rolls or Longhorn.
Okay, so maybe that's in your future.
I've been craving a restaurant quality steak. So I'm hoping that's coming up. I don't know when, but I don't know why I've been craving. Like we've been grilling like crazy this summer. It's
but
awesome.
it's not the same when you make it as when a chef makes it, and
and
you get to sit there and wait for it to come out of the kitchen.
I am craving a restaurant quality steak.
Like, do you ever feel like things taste different when certain people make them?
Restaurants or like people?
Both.
Well, yeah.
I mean, restaurants is kind of a given,
yeah.
But I'm saying like when your mom makes something over when you try and replicate it, or like my mother-in-law, for whatever reason, my mother-in-law makes the best salads. My kids they'll eat salad at their grandparents' house and rarely eat it at home because they love her salad. And it's literally the same thing I make. I think it's her dressing. I don't get it.
The only thing that my mom makes that I'm like, damn it, I try to replicate and I've gotten close but never, is her wedding soup.
Yeah.
Because I love her wedding soup. It's all I want for Christmas from her, really.
When that's like, so my husband's family is Italian. My mother-in-law makes pepperoni rolls. They're amazing. I have tried to make them. Mine are good.
Yeah.
I still make them. I still give it the good old college try. My husband eats them, tells me that they're good, but I know in my heart of hearts they're not hers.
Yeah.
Like I just can't get to that level.
There is a taste my mother's wedding soup has that I just can't replicate.
What do you think? Maybe it's like an Everybody Loves Raymond thing where she gave you the wrong ingredient just to throw, because she doesn't want yours to be as good as hers.
I don't think so, but that would be very funny if that was true. Someone said, try Smitty Steakhouse and Ale in Massillon. Their steak is amazing, and they come out on a sizzle plate.
Yeah, I've heard that.
You want to know a low-key steak I love? Applebee's.
Oh, my gosh.
Bourbon street steak.
Yes, with the mushrooms and the onions and the sizzle and plate and the potatoes.
Ooh, the bourbon street steak.
Don't sleep on that. That's been around for years.
Mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Comes out on that sizzling pan.
Yes, with some seasonal veggies.
I'm telling you, man. Listen, I'm not saying it's my favorite, but woo,
Oh no, it's good. It's seasoned very well.
what's it? Wedding soup with extra salt. Yeah, well. My mom won't salt the soup anymore. I did not salt the soup. You salt it yourself.
Well, who ruined that?
I did.
Yeah.
Because I put a pound of salt in my soup.
I know.
She would get mad. That's too much salt. You're gonna get a heart attack and die. If you knew all the things my mom told me were gonna kill me growing up, yet somehow here I am today.
A functioning adult in
Yeah.
society, not afraid of everything.
I was gonna die. I used to hear things at the dinner table from her. Smack your lips. No one's gonna marry you because you smack your lips. She would tell me. Jimmy's
No.
smacking his lips.
She was just trying to raise a courteous,
No one's
well-mannered young Catholic boy.
No one's going to marry you because you smack your lips.
Listen, man, I gotta say, I've got a thing about people who chew with their mouth open.
God, I'll never.
Really bothers me.
My mother, Joyce. The things she would say to us. But if you ever said something back, clutch the pearls.
Well,
Clutch the pearls.
it's because you're supposed to mind your mama.
I'm not salting the soup. You salt it. I was like, she did. She quit salt to this day. She does not salt the soup anymore.
Well done. That's your fault.
Yeah.
Well, but she doesn't use low sodium broth or anything, does she?
No.
Okay. But she doesn't add to the sodium that's already in.
Listen,
'Cause there's a lot of sodium in chicken broth.
I like my soup to taste as if someone accidentally spilt a thing of salt in it. The entire thing.
Why do I just have this visual of you like licking the salt water off the back of your hands when you're on vacation because you have a salt issue?
Oh, salt water is weird.
It's disgusting.
It is weird. It's different.
My son threw up in the ocean because he took a big gulp of it. He was really little.
Christian, have you ever been to Arnie's West Branch Steakhouse in Ravenna? Amazing steaks, but pricey. I have not. Never even heard of them. But I would try different steakhouses. I like the ones that I've never heard of. Those are the ones sometimes you got to try.
Those are the ones sometimes that are like the best price and the best tasting steak.
Bonefish also has an amazing steak.
I've never been to Bonefish.
One of the places you can get a steak, you don't have to put anything on it. And I'm a ketchup steak guy. That's right. Me, Trump, and Patrick Mahomes love steak. Love ketchup on our steak. But that's the steak at Bonefish. I didn't have to put a damn thing on.
That's how you know it's
Nothing.
a good. You know what's so funny is my son and I had this conversation in the car last night about the steak, and he was like, "I don't really like steak, but I think it's because I don't like it overdone." My husband likes his steaks well done. I like mine medium rare.
I was well done. I am now medium well. That's
Well, I'm
as far
trying
as
to-
I can go.
I'm trying to convert him, but my son is like, "Listen, the taste of steak is good. I don't want to chew it for 6 years." And I said, "Then start eating it like me, because it's not nearly as chewy if it's like medium rare."
Or to get some ketchup.
And he's like, "Well, maybe," because he tried to, jerk. He tried to turn it around on me. He's like, "Maybe it's the quality of the steak." And I'm like, "Listen,
Damn.
dude, I'm buying sirloins. I'm buying, you know what I mean? I'm not getting you crap steak."
I understand. Your call Wednesday. Green Day going out by request. Longview on Q92. time on their hands. It might be nice to hear.
She's
from
actually a
someone.
really cute girl, Daphne is.
I think Summy Yummy. Now, what's interesting, I don't know what she got charged with, but her one picture is her in scrubs with a medical ID badge. It makes me like go
Wonder
towards
about
the-
like our narcotics
did
or
we-
something.
Were we maybe taking things from the hospital we shouldn't have? And that's me assuming. And you know what they say about assuming. You're probably right.
I found a girl that's finishing while she's incarcerated her degree at Ashland University.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her. Activities in prison for Summy Yummy: working out, playing cards, reading, writing, music, etc. Anything else? She wrote staying out of trouble, LOL. Sense of humor. Sense of humor.
That counts for something.
So there's a bunch of these all over the country. And then, as we talk about this, of course, out of nowhere, Jake says, oh, yeah, I almost did that.
Yeah.
So you found this before.
And that's when everybody was
yeah,
like,
not this specific website, but years ago when I was in my sad boy phase, I thought about
Your what?
Yeah,
my sad boy phase.
Sad boy phase.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
okay.
So-
I thought you said side boy face at first. I'm like,
No,
Should have moved some furniture.
I didn't think about that.
You
I thought
think-
about going to a jail website and finding a pen pal.
Yeah. Oh, much better
Okay,
idea.
right.
Much better idea than putting the couch on
Brilliant.
the other wall. Yeah,
Yeah.
No, I get it. So you what? You looked into it?
I looked into it. I never did it. I think what made me not do it was I think you had to pay to do it, and I was afraid that once these people get out, they could find me, and I didn't want that. So I was trying to find people that
Well,
had like
yeah.
several life sentences. I was trying to find like people like
So there
that.
was no
chance
chance?
for them to come and get me.
Like, can I get only murderers so that way I know they can't get out and come
So
and kill me?
here's the thing. Like, you could probably converse with somebody. It would be better to converse with them through the jail software where they have access to email. Because then you don't have to tell them where you're at and you don't have to use your real name.
That's true.
I say this only because
Catfish.
I have conversed with someone who's been incarcerated through the jail email system. And the prison guards, like they have someone who their job is to read those emails before they give them to the inmate and to read the emails that the inmate's sending back to you.
Yeah.
We got to look for code words.
Well, they do.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's their entire job is to check the communication system,
Yeah.
making sure nothing is being relayed or planned or, whatever.
Yeah. I'm bringing you some magazines and not knives.
Yeah.
I'm bringing you a cake. There's nothing hidden inside it.
Wow. Yeah. Anything like that. But, mine was for work, actually. One of my coworkers, I guess you could say, was incarcerated for a while. And that's how we had to use inmate mail.
Listen,
It's
we've
a
got
thing.
mail here at the station from prisons.
yeah, we have.
We have.
I know.
I mean, listen, not everyone that's in jail is a terrible, terrible person. I was telling a story. I was trying to tell a story last segment, but we realized there's our station plays in the lobby when you come into our building. So you're
Indeed,
picking up
it
a
does.
prize or you're dropping off a package or whatever. It plays in our lobby, and then it came to our attention at the 11th hour of the story that that there was a young girl
Yes.
walking around our lobby, which was a little weird, but
We figured it out. She's
we
totally
found out.
fine.
Yeah, there's an interview going on at our sister station right now.
Yep, she's here with that
She must
guest.
be there with that guest. So what we did was we turned off the audio of the station in the lobby,
Yeah, Jake knew how to turn down that
Yeah.
speaker, so he went and
So-
shut it off.
so that only you in the radio land, or streaming at Q92radio.com, or if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, and X, all of you.
And if you have young children in the car, now's your chance.
again, there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing. I'm not going to say anything.
We did
like-
what we could over here.
But anyway, if you're just joining us, and I'm very sorry because I thought this story would be over by now, but circumstances,
Yes.
life,
Being responsible.
yeah, being responsible. We're going to talk about things when you're getting older, you notice some things you don't notice. I was talking about how Jamie likes the little bit of the I don't know,
Scruff.
the scruff, but doesn't mind the gray. I do.
I don't know why you hate it so
we
much.
were
I
having
like Tony's salt and pepper.
We were having a conversation about it, and then she said something to me that I didn't know. Music Q92, and then after that, we'll be chatting it up with Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. We'll see if he's gotten any sleep and recovered from Hall of Fame week. And then the cue to call later on for 2 pit tickets to see Jelly Roll at Bash on the Bay at Put-in Bay on Wednesday, August 21st. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 10. We're also going to be getting a finalist on the stream, the live video stream, where you got to go over, click the like button on the live video stream on Facebook or on YouTube, and then put "need a favor" in the comments section. If you do that, you're eligible, and Lauren's going to select one of you at the end of the show and make you a finalist. So funny. On our prep site today, one of the questions it throws out there to ask is something we've talked about. I always take a little bit of pride when I see like a prep site service that does this professionally for stations all over the country. And one of their questions is something that we've discussed on this show before.
Yeah.
Now, I have no reason why I feel pride about that, but I do. I'm like, hey, something that they found interesting to send out to all radio, we've already found interesting.
Okay.
And actually, Megan and I got into a fight over this.
Okay.
Not like a real fight, but like, well, I mean, a real fight, but not like there's no hard feelings. Is it rude to ask people to take off their shoes before entering your home? Is it rude to do that? I do not expect you to take off your shoe. And now, if you can't, of course, there's an exception to everything. If you were just out in the mud,
This is like a
yes.
double-edged sword. You're going to think that I'm a jerk. I think it's rude to ask them to remove them, but I think it's also rude not to ask the homeowner if they want you to remove your shoes. Does that make sense? Like when I walk into someone's home, if they don't say something to me immediately, I'm like, do you want us to remove? You know what I mean? Like I offer.
yeah. Say, would you like us to take our shoes
Right.
off?
And also, a lot of times people be like, no, it's no big deal. You know, blah, blah, which is what I do.
Yeah, I've never asked any human to take off their shoes coming in my
Now,
house.
do we wear shoes in our house? No.
I don't wear shoes walking around my house, but I kind of, unless, like I said, you're walking in there's mud all over everything. You were outside playing the mud. Then yes, I think I would say, hey man, take your shoes off. You got mud all over. But I, in my opinion, I do think it's slightly rude to take off your shoes in my house.
Well,
And
I've been to some
who
people's
the hell
houses,
am I?
and I actually think it's a good idea. Like they'll have a sign that says, like, please remove your shoe. You know what I mean? So they don't have to say it.
That's a better way to do it.
Yeah.
Do it that way, so it's. But I just don't. I don't feel like it's right for me to tell someone to take off their shoes. What if they don't want to? What if that would make them feel uncomfortable in my home? What if
Yeah, I don't
they
want
have no
anybody to
socks
be.
on and their toes are all jacked? They haven't,
I think
cut
about
their
that too.
toenails. And
I'm like, what if I don't want them walking on my floor with their bare feet?
What if they
Like,
have dirty bottoms of feet? I
or what if
find
they
that
have like
more
a nail
gross.
fungus or something?
Yeah. Why would I want to embarrass someone that's come to my home?
Right.
Why would I want to make them feel uncomfortable in my home? I want you. You come into my house, I'd like you to feel comfortable.
Exactly. Even wants to know when you go to the bathroom and when you do, what you do in there.
Yeah, please leave a note in our
In your guest book.
on what you did and what your experience was like. I do not like it. I don't know if you people ask everyone to take off their shoes. I do not. Jake, at your house, do you ask?
We don't ask. We also wear shoes, don't wear shoes. No one really cares.
Yeah, so if I come over your house, no one would be like, "Whoa, can you take your shoes off?"
Yeah. But I also don't feel like it's rude that if you are that house to ask. Like, it's your house, you can, as long as you do it in a nice way.
I've been to houses, especially when I was a kid, where you weren't allowed to lay on a couch. I went to a sleepover. Vince Tornicasa's house. This is back in the 1900s, before electricity.
Yeah.
We went over for a sleepover, right? My friend, I'll never forget this. Jeff Pecchio is his name. Still is, I believe. And he was laying on the couch. And Vince's mother didn't yell. She didn't scream at him or anything like that. But she goes, "Jeff, we do not lay on our furniture in this house. Please sit up." And it silenced the room.
No, I bet it did.
And I had this look like, "Oh, that's funny."
She's serious.
Oh, that's not a joke. And they had plastic on their couch.
Oh, boy. That should have been his first clue, though.
He wasn't allowed to lay on the couch. We do not lay on our furniture. I'm like, what the hell is it for? what you know what I mean? What is this for show?
I can't lay down. What good is it?
What is this? A showroom? I don't understand. Like, it's my couch. It's a couch. This is a sleepover.
Yeah.
Like, we were.
You're supposed to bring your sleeping bag and get on the floor.
I don't know. Like, we had Nintendo. We were playing. I don't know if we were playing Batman, and we were told to go to bed at like 11:30. We all had our sleeping bags and stuff, but
did you though?
Two of us wanted to keep playing Batman. We did, and she came downstairs and threatened to call our mothers. Send us home for playing Batman.
My mama wasn't playing.
It wasn't the most fun sleepover.
No.
It sticks to me this day. I am in my 40s, a grown ass man, and it sticks to my head. I can see it. Jeffrey, we do not lay on our furniture in this house.
I never liked doing sleepovers until I got like in junior, senior year. Then I slept over at my friend's house all the time.
If we're gonna be,
What's wrong?
What do you think's wrong?
Oh, okay.
What's always wrong?
Yeah. We're running out of time.
Not running.
Oh, we are. We ran.
Yeah. But to be honest, real quick, because I can't get into this, but like I was the occasional kid that called mom and dad to come pick me up.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. Not every time.
Oh, I dragged my mom out of bed at like 1 or 2 in the morning, and she would be so mean.
Not every time, but I'm not going to lie and tell you I never made the call.
It was usually like late elementary school, early middle school.
I might have made the call once or twice.
I always got a stomach ache, and it was amazing. I never woke up with it when I was finally home.
I remember that dad face. He'd always give me that.
Like, you failed, son.
This is great. It's 11 o'clock. I got to work in the morning. Thanks, son.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if anybody else did that as a kid, but guilty.
I totally
Not
did.
every time. There were sleepovers I stayed at.
I did pretty much every time until I got into high school.
Jake, you ever call to get picked up at a sleepover?
No, but I never really had very many.
I only tried it like once a year because I knew I'd end up calling home, and I don't want to be embarrassed.
Yeah, I did. Anybody else? Just curious. Coming up, sports right now, and then Rich DeRocher from the Hall of Fame on Q92. Thank you for the call, Mr. Kim Bolton.
Thank you. Good morning to you. Thanks for listening.
Yep. Good morning.
Yeah, I would be like, nope, not doing it. I need some more context on this. I did indoor skydiving at Virginia Beach. I Fly.
Yeah.
Is the name of it. How the hell do you do indoor sky? That's not skydiving. That's just jumping.
No, you are literally levitating in air. There's like an undercurrent or something like that keeps you elevated into the air.
Oh, are they like those fake wave machines for surfing, where you surf, but like
kind of. Yeah, kind of.
I would do that because I know I'm not really falling from the sky.
Right.
It's just a bunch of air blowing me up. All right, I could try that. There you go. I could try that. 8:35 right here on today's hit music. Q92 still to come at this hour. That cue to call. Become a finalist for 2 pit passes to see Jelly Roll at Bash on the Bay at Put-in Bay Wednesday, August 21st. Be listening. You're going to hear that cue to call. Be caller number 10. Also, next hour, giving away a $25 gift card to PS Cooks and Maslins. We have some prizes coming up, some finalist spots coming up, but it is Wednesday, 8:36, and that means we're talking Rich Gross, Pro Football Hall of Fame. And Rich, hopefully you've gotten to get some sleep. Hopefully you've gotten to take a breath. But what a week you guys had last week. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. Hey, did you say I could win a jelly roll?
We could all use a jelly roll, right? That'd be great, wouldn't it? But now the jelly roll, huge right now in the music industry. Very cool. But Rich, I actually saw you during the game, but you were on a mission. Wherever you were heading there briskly. And I was like, you know what? He looks like he's too busy for me to say hello.
Oh, I'm not. What's worse, for me to say I didn't see you, or for me to say I saw you and kept going anyway?
Either are understandable. I totally would understand
Yeah.
if you saw me and went sprinting by.
No, I would never do that. The truth is, I didn't see you. Was this in the press box or in?
No,
the
this was on the field. You came out on the field at one point. And I was on there getting photos for social media and stuff like that.
Okay.
But man, you know what's funny? Before we get into everything about last week, I watched Hard Knocks last night. Obviously, Hall of Fame was on there, was on the episode, and they had a clip of Caleb Williams being like, talking about this stadium's amazing. I can't believe high school gets to play here too. Like he was talking about warming up, how amazed he was by Tom Benson Hall of Fame statement. That was really, really cool the way they showcased it on Hard Knocks last night with the Bears, but also to hear Caleb Williams saying how impressed he was and how blown away he was by the stadium when he was warming up for the game.
Well, I had not seen that nor heard that, so that is nice, and that is the stadium showed up well this year, and that wasn't the case with the first episode of Hard Knocks last year. Let's not revisit that. But
no, new season. It's a new season.
It was a new season, and our friends at the NFL and at Hall of Fame Village, and together with our staff here at the Pro Football Hall of Fame, made a really concerted effort to make sure that the few hiccups that happened little over a year ago at this time wouldn't be repeated. So I think, one of the many, many things to be happy about and proud of over the last couple of weeks was, you're right, Hall of Fame, Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium really got its moment in the limelight and looked really, really good.
It did. It's great that another season is kicked off and to just be there. There's such a great atmosphere when you're at that game. Even like beforehand, when people are coming in and you're seeing all the fans dressed up in their gear, all the Bears fans, it was just really, really cool to look around the stadium, see everybody. Everyone's happy. And there's just such an excitement, even for a preseason game. And it's really something you almost have to experience. Yeah.
And, Thursday in the museum was like, the parking lot here and in and around the museum here Thursday. It was like a Bears tailgate. I mean, certainly there were other fans wearing other gear and some Texans but man, I'd say about half of the people who came through the museum on Thursday were wearing something Bears. So the city of Chicago, it's not a bad drive to come over here for that game. And quite honestly, like I've told the story once or twice before, there's a couple of Steelers fans who told me in 2021 that they made an effort to come here for that Steelers-Cowboys game because it was so much more of an affordable ticket than going to Heinz Field. And that, I'm sure that's the case for some Bears fans in and around Chicago or who live in this area or who sit in this office. An opportunity to see the team that, it ain't cheap to go to an NFL game anymore.
No, it's not.
It's typically one of the hottest tickets in town. And so we did create a nice atmosphere and an affordable price point for people to come see the team. And it's a shame the game ended when it did with a couple minutes left in the third quarter because it was a pretty entertaining game. It was a really clean game, a lot to be excited, back and forth, and very few penalties and only one or two injuries. So. All in all, we were on our way to having one of maybe the best Hall of Fame games ever.
Yeah, Aikman and Buck even were talking about how clean the game was and how it didn't look sloppy at all as they were calling it. So it was cool to see. It's even cool to see Tom Benson on TV, because I DVR the game.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Put it on, you're just like, wow, look at that. It just looks so good.
We so the NFL the kids flag football was there a couple of weekends ago, and we were in South Carolina, and we went out to dinner to the sports bar, and it was crazy. My son turned around, and he goes, "Mom, the Hall of Fame is on the TV down here." They were covering that, but they were doing like those cool aerial shots of the museum and all that kind of stuff, and we were like, "Oh, look at that!" Like you take it for granted sometimes because we pass it. I don't know, 4 or 5 times a week when we're traveling around town and things like that. And then, to see it on TV out of town, it was kind of like, we look really good.
Everything was great, Rich. And even the speeches and, the video package for Steve McMichael, if that didn't get you in the feels, that didn't get you in your emotions. I don't know what to tell you. That was so great to see so many of his former teammates and Hall of Famers right there with him. And when they showed him his bust, it was incredible how you guys handled that and how it was done. It was done beautifully for Steve McMichael and his family.
And it's when you see Steve, and it's just so hard to comprehend kind of what he and his family are going through, but to realize that he was fully cognizant of everything. We've had different instances with players, especially of the older generation, Art McNally, Gene Hickerson, Mick Tingelhoff, Johnny Robinson, Bobby Beathard, to varying degrees were struggling with their cognition, when they were enshrined and weren't always sure that they were comprehending what was going on in the magnitude. There were always glimmers of it, flashes of it, but from moment to moment to moment, there were times you just weren't really sure how much of it they were aware of and how much of it they could enjoy because they might not be fully aware of it. Steve is the exact opposite. He is 100% mentally cognizant of what's going on. He just can't move any part of his body. His body is completely, paralyzed by ALS. And, but to know that he saw through to the end, getting the bust unveiled, getting his jacket, and it's only a month away. He's, he'll get the ring, and the ring will be presented at the Bears opening game on September 8th, and then delivered to him. So God willing, he lives another month. He'll actually see through totally the full recognition of what being a Hall of Famer means, and get all those symbolic elements of what being a Hall of Famer means. So to know that he's living, has lived long enough to see it to this point and is fully aware of it is really cool. And like you said, I'm not sure they could have put another person in his living room there to experience it with him.
And it shows you how much his teammates loved him and love him, that they were there right by his side, and you could just see how happy they were for him. He's surrounded by fellow Bears in gold jackets and fellow teammates and his wife. And it was awesome. It was really, really well done. Really good to see, and it was a real good part of the weekend.
I was really happy too that he was able to convey some of his own words. I know that in that video they said that they had spoken with him and asked if it was important that people know in case he wasn't able, which they kind of knew was going to be the case. But at least he got to, in his own words, kind of say his thank yous and what it meant to him and things like that. So
at one point there was some discussion, because I said because he's so mentally alert, and he uses a computerized device with some eye tracking to convey some thoughts, through the wonders of AI and computer power, can relay some thoughts that way. There was some speculation that he might try to write his own speech once he knew he was elected, but this was a surprise to us. I mean, we knew all about going out to his house and presenting the bust and the jacket and stuff, but none of us here knew that his sister was going to read that letter. And when you've heard him speak, so you know what his voice sounds like, and the words that he would use, and the pace and the tone that his sister, I mean, it's like, who better to read the letter than his sister, because she sounded like him, with a female voice, obviously, versus his deeper, more gravelly voice. But the intonation and the words that she used, all you had to do is close your eyes a little bit, and it was him. It was him. that was a really, really special moment. I'm not sure the hall will ever replicate that kind of thing again.
That's when it got me. We were watching it with family, and they kind of looked over and they're like, "Are you crying?" I'm like, "A little bit." I mean, it was just such a touching moment.
It was amazing. It was well deserved, and everybody and the whole class. It was a great class, a great group of guys that have gone in now and that are a part of football history now here in Canton. Their bus will be there forever. It really, really cool. And I mean, well, now, Rich, I guess on to the class of 2025.
Well, there's that, on to the class of 2025, and there's a lot of work to be done to get that in motion. It'll only be about 5-6 more months until we're naming them. But one more big thing in between now and then that's only a month or so away, and that's the Black College Football Hall of Fame Classic over Labor Day weekend. And so, the Pro Football Hall of Fame made a commitment to the Black College Football Hall of Fame that, we would help to showcase those schools and help tell the story of historically Black colleges and universities. So there's a game here on Sunday the 1st, but some other really exciting and fun events. Of course, the block party downtown on that Saturday, and a huge, how many huges, college fair, here on the campus of the Pro Football Hall of Fame and Hall of Fame Village. I mean, we will have a couple thousand kids and dozens and dozens of universities here to showcase education opportunities. So, Massillon, Alliance, Canton, Plain Local, schools from Akron, Cleveland, all come down here, and we've had scholarships offered on the spot. And we talk about how the Pro Football Hall of Fame changes these guys' lives forever, but really, here's another opportunity. This college fair is going to change some kids' lives forever too.
Yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be awesome. And the cool thing about that classic you guys do every year for the HBCU, the cool things you do there is you haven't made it just a game anymore in the last few years. You've made it a week to celebrate these schools, their heritage, their history, and what they've meant to college sports. That's what I think is really cool. How you guys haven't just said, "Hey, here's a game." You're like, "No, we're gonna make this an entire week to celebrate this," and it's really cool to see. It grows every year.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. I mean, that's really the goal, right? Get the community involved, offer a wide variety of opportunities, things to do this year. Not all of it is official parts of what we do, but some other, and kind of really what we're hoping would happen is happening, where other people are seeing this and saying, "I want to be a part of it. Can I bring my fill in the blank activity and attach it to you?" And we try to we hopefully vet those well, and everything that we agree to let be a part of this lives up to the standard we want it to be. But I mean, just different things like this year there'll be a hip hop show, and some other musical entertainment, other music, other food opportunities, things to do. I mean, from Thursday through Sunday, there's going to be some things to do in the community. So I encourage people to kind of go out and find it, and it's a good way to experience maybe something you've never tried before, a music genre you've never tried before, or a food item you've never tried before. This is how you kind of learn and grow.
Love it. Well, Rich, always a pleasure. Thank you and everyone at the Hall of Fame for another amazing Hall of Fame week. All your hard work. Thank you to all the volunteers that helped out.
So
all
many
last
volunteers.
Week, and we can't wait.
Shout out to those 2,500 volunteers, because
2,500.
I am not exaggerating, Christian Lawrence. I have not heard a negative word about this past weekend. I mean, the rain got in the way a little bit, and maybe there's a few people who were disappointed because something they couldn't do it the way they thought. But the way the volunteers reacted on Thursday, you plan for the game to end at a certain time, and all of a sudden it's ending about an hour earlier, and you got to jump into action, or the enshrinement doesn't start for nearly 2 hours, and then all of a sudden we got the go from ESPN, and it was like, yeah, we're going, and there was not a whole lot of runway between the time that the green flag dropped and you're up to full speed. And so you can't pull that off and get people in the stadium to see the event without a lot of people working really hard, really fast.
Yeah.
Great testament to all the great people at Canton, and I'm sure they'll all be back next year as well. Rich, have a great week, and we'll talk to you again next Wednesday.
All right. Thanks, guys.
There you go. Rich DeRocher. What a great job he does. What a great job everyone did. And again, one more time, all those volunteers, thank you. You guys love to volunteer. It means a lot to you.
They do it because they love their community. Yep. They love what the Pro Football Hall of Fame does for our community, or their love of football, all of the above. And it's amazing to me because there are so many volunteers that come back year after year after year
with a smile on their face.
Yep.
Ready to help out. It is awesome. It is awesome. You know who else is awesome? Jelly Roll.
Who is this?
Yo, 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 what's up, y'all? It is your boy Jelly Roll.
Call now to see Jelly Roll only with Q92.
Bash on the Bay, Wednesday, August 21st. What have I told you? If you became a finalist right now, you'll have a chance to win 2 pit tickets to see Jelly Roll at Bash on the Bay. Let's go. Caller number 10 right now. You will be our latest finalist. Caller 10, good luck. Hey, looks like we're living longer. How cool is this?
That's good news.
Hey, we're not going to die as quick.
Right.
Study published in The Lancet use cutting-edge modeling techniques to forecast disease burden, life expectancy, and population shifts for 200 countries through 2050.
Okay.
And it's a look at humanity's health on a global scale. And what they found is, in a disease study, an international consortium of experts projects that the average life expectancy is going to continue to climb in the coming decades. As a matter of fact, if anyone's going to have a baby in 2050, they can expect to live around 80 years on average. That is up from the global life expectancy right now that is 74. That's 6 more years of life.
Hold on a second. The average life expectancy is 74 years of age.
Yeah, globally, yeah.
Okay, globally.
Yeah.
So we're talking about other countries where there's lack of medical care and
If you want to get into, you're going to get in the weeds, yeah.
well, no, I mean, those are pretty tall weeds you need to consider when you're considering 74 as the global life expectancy.
Listen, just because we're a little closer to it. Than,
What's the American life expectancy?
Uh,
You're gonna give me I'm past a midlife crisis if that's the case.
let me see here. Now, this is from 2021. The United States life expectancy, 76.33 years.
Okay, that's still not that much better, but I feel like with the
That's 2 more years than the world average.
I know. Well, I feel like with the evolvement of technology and what we know about nutrition.
I'm just saying the people born in 2050 are going to get 4 more years than us. Those are not the best years of your life. You're back in diapers. You're hunched over.
Hold on, in the 70s?
Huh?
That's not no.
80 is going to be if you're born in 2050. they
Okay,
expect
I
you to live to
promise you
80.
this. My mom is pushing 80 and she does not wear a diaper.
Well, some do. Some do. I'm just saying, like, those aren't the best years of your most quality years of your life.
Probably
What
not.
are those last 4 really worth?
I can't believe you just said that.
I'm saying, like, what?
Just write them off.
It was like,
Take
oh,
me at 72. I've heard that's when the decline
I'm
starts.
just saying, those aren't the
Said no one ever.
those are not the most quality years of your life, physically, health wise.
Yeah.
You wish you were 76 instead of 32.
If we're talking about 96, that's a different story. But I think at 76, you're still pretty active. I know 76 years old. My father-in-law is 76 years old.
Okay,
He works because he
Where does
didn't
he
want
work?
his Hartville Hardware.
what's he do?
He does shipping and receiving.
Okay,
He's not a door reader. He does physical labor. He cuts his own grass. He takes care of his own lawn. He takes care of a pool. He's 76 years old and he's got it, man.
I'm just saying. Would you trade right now to go to 76?
Well, of course not. Why would
No.
anybody want to leap forward that fast?
Right.
You're
We're
not,
in the sweet
what
spot of
point
life
are you
right
trying
now.
to make?
We're in the sweet. I'm saying, you're like, all right. So the people born in 2050 are going to live to 80.
Yeah.
Right now in the United States, we're living until 76.3. So we even get like January, February, March. All right.
Yeah.
We get that last full
I
winter.
can't believe you just counted
All
the
right.
months. Please,
We-
0.3.
We get that full last winter.
Well, what if it's not? What if it's not that? What if it's like
When
June,
those-
July, and August?
when
Your
those-
last summer.
When those trees start budding, you're like, oh no. Oh no. I'm on my last 3. I'm on my point 3. I'm just saying, what's really the you calling from?
I'm in Warren.
All right, Destiny, congratulations. You're caller number 10. You're now a finalist.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Well, congratulations, Destiny. You're included. You could be headed to Bash on the Bay to see the one and only Jelly Roll at Put in Bay Airport Wednesday, August 21st. Just tell everybody your favorite station making you finalists.
Q92.
Yeah.
Someone said, just go for it. What the hell? Yeah, I don't know. Listen, that's what I would do. I hate that, but you're single. What the hell?
Right.
You don't owe me anything yet.
No.
If I like you and I tell you I like you, like, well, I'm still going to date.
Well, here's
That's different.
I think, I mean, how I see, and then this is so going to sound so naive. I don't have much experience with this. I'm admittedly so. But like, how do you, I mean, I get dating apps and all that kind of stuff, but back in my day, see, now I sound really old.
We are.
A lot of times you were set up by like friends.
Sometimes, yeah.
Like your friends would be like, come out with me tonight. This guy's coming. He's friends with, and maybe it was like her boyfriend or friends with him. And I think you two would be perfect. You know what I mean? So you kind of got like set up on a night out where it wasn't like you were on a date. You were just meeting for the first time.
Yeah.
Like, does that still happen?
I have no idea if anything happens in reality. And I'm not even being funny. Like, I don't know that anyone doesn't meet digitally first.
That's
anymore.
that's
Yeah,
my
like,
question. Like, how does this work now that we're in just like a totally different time?
We were like the last we were one of we probably were, if you think about it, because the phones and stuff all started while we were still young.
Yeah.
We were probably the last generation that like you did go to the bar, meet someone through a friend. You know what I mean? Like,
yes. Like to me, I'd rather meet somebody that way, in my opinion. Like, well, I mean, I kind of did, but I'm just saying, like, it's safer because at least you have some background information on the person. And then if they have been seeing somebody and they're not fessing up to it, like, you find out because said friends kind of rat them out. Like, hey, you seen this girl, but
and when you realize
she's not as pretty as you. You know what I mean? Like,
well, you're talking to someone, you're seeing all these pictures. Are they filters?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You have no idea.
Filters? Are there pictures all of a group of friends and you're not sure which one's the one you're talking to?
Right.
Are they all only selfies of the face and that's it?
With a heavy filter on it? I mean, what are we dealing with here?
It's tough.
You're looking for a dinner and you can't find her because she looks completely different.
Who are you? You look like the girl I'm supposed to meet. It does still happen, but I hate it because then I feel obligated to meet or continue to talk to someone because other people got involved. I hate it when
I see that.
It was nails on a chalkboard if anyone ever said to me, like, I have someone you should date.
You would be like, ugh.
I would be like, I could not be less. I would honestly be annoyed.
Yeah.
It would annoy me.
Well,
I'd be like, get out of here with that.
My sister would tell me, like, when we would do stuff like that, she'd be like, you were making me feel like I have to be dating. And I don't feel like I have to be dating. Like, don't make me feel bad for being single. And I guess I never really thought about it that way. I thought I want her to be happy. I want her to be in a relationship. And in my mind, that's what it was going to take to make her happy.
I see that.
But it's not true.
Yeah, it's like people are coming to you like, oh, you're single. There's something wrong with you. It's like, I was single for years. I was happy. I was not lonely.
Right. No,
I mean, 2 days a year.
My sister loves it. She's fine.
I'm telling you. Believe me, I love my life now, but I was not unhappy when I met Jamie. Like, I had my house, I had a job, I had a dog.
Mm-hmm.
I could come and go as I please. If I wanted to be social, I could. If I wanted to be a hermit, I did.
Yeah.
I had a PlayStation. Like, I was not unhappy. I really wasn't.
Yeah.
I really wasn't. I just, and some people would, I think, sometimes look at you like, oh, he's single, there's something wrong. I'm like, no, I'm actually good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm awesome now, but I mean, like, I was not everyone that's single is miserable.
No, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. We as friends need to kind of assess that situation, I guess. Because for years I was like, is there anybody we can set my sister up with? Is there anybody we can? Yeah. And she would be like, gosh, no, like, I'm fine. I'm good. Stop.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, I get it.
Right.
Don't hate the player, hate the game, someone texted. Text message, Rage Room. Why is a bag of chips $6? I was looking to buy, you know what? Ruffles.
Yeah.
Those are my go-to. I know a lot of you are Team Lay's.
No, I'm Team Golden Crisp.
I'm
I've made
Team
that clear.
Ruffles. And it was like almost $7 for a half-filled bag because they're only half-filled of Ruffles. So I went with another brand, and I don't want to say that brand out loud. It was awful. But it was like $3 cheaper. I'm probably going to throw it out. It was that bad. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to. It's a known brand. But no, I was like, yeah. I bought the Ruffles version of it.
Oh, like the rippled.
I like the Ripple.
I only like it with French onion dip. Other than that, if I'm just going to eat chips like flavored or something, it's got to be regular, like kettle cooked.
I like a good kettle chip.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. But
I
yeah,
like the
I
crunch.
will second the bag of chips for someone who likes a good bag of Ruffles. Why the hell is a regular bag of Ruffles like 7 or 8? If you get
That's like Doritos.
and if you get the family size,
yeah,
Jesus, take out a loan.
that's why I go to Costco, because you pay that for a bag of chips, but it's like the huge family size bag.
Yeah.
And then it seems like every Friday-ish, maybe I'm wrong on the day, but it seems like sometimes they have like a certain brand of chips or a certain flavor of chips that's like on super special. So this last time I got spicy pickle kettle chips. They were actually really,
Spicy
really good.
pickle.
Yeah, but they were family size. It was ginormous. The bag was like this. I mean, and it was full. We still have some at home. It was $5. You just got to peep those deals. Take advantage.
I need to take a trip to Sam's. There, like I said, there's no Costco where I live, so that's not really an option. But I need to be hitting up Sam's more for some things.
I'm really sad that you guys don't have a Costco.
We don't have a Costco. We don't. I don't know why the Canfield and more Boardman area doesn't have a Costco yet. I don't know how we don't have a Sonic.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm very surprised. We have everything there. I think we have a Swenson's now in Boardman, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But I'm very surprised no Costco, and I'm very surprised no Sonic.
Interesting.
I would use a Sonic. I enjoy a Sonic.
Oh, me too. I love their like sodas, like how you can mix them and make your own.
I'm going to say this too. Shout out to Hardee's.
We have a Hardee's.
I don't. The closest Hardee's would be if I left work and went to Minerva.
Oh, that's the trick. You
Or
got to
I guess
really.
if I went all the way to Canton. No,
Yeah.
Schuylkill?
Yeah.
Is that where it is?
The Schuylkill Street exit.
Yeah.
Same with that new truck stop. Amy says Giant Eagle brand plain chips taste better than Ruffles in her opinion. And they're cheaper.
Oh, bold statement. That's a bold.
Oh, is that the?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I was
No.
gonna say, did she
No.
just uncover?
I'm just saying to say something. It's music. It is Q92. We are now in the 9 o'clock hour, 9:08 to be exact. On today's hit music, Q92, both on your radio, streaming the audio at Q92radio.com, our website, and of course you can watch along. Live video feed of the show is on the Q92 Facebook page and the Q92 YouTube page. If you haven't done so yet, go subscribe to our YouTube page, Q92. Look it up, hit subscribe, you'll be good to go. And follow us on Facebook, Q92 Radio. Like and follow. Do both, damn it. You'll always know what this radio station is up to. Go do that again. If you're watching the show, I want to remind you that we are getting one more finalist for Jelly Roll coming up at the end of this hour. Now, in order to have a chance to be selected as that finalist, you got to go over to the live video feed that's on Q92's Facebook and on its YouTube page. You need to click the like button, and in the comment section, you need to put need a favor. You put need a favor in the comment section and like the live video feed post. You have a chance to be selected by Lauren here at the end of the hour. And if she does that and picks you, you're in the running for a chance to win the pit passes to go see Jelly Roll at Bash on the Bay, Put in Bay to be exact, coming up later on this month. How cool is that? Do that now. Why wait? Give yourself another chance to become a finalist. Also later on this hour, $25 gift card to P.S. Cooks on Lincoln Way in Massillon, where they purchase a lot of inventory from the major retailers and then sell it to you and pass the savings on to you. Beddings, kitchen appliances, housewares, clothing. It's all there, people.
They just posted yesterday. They have all this exercise equipment, like great
Do they really?
name. Oh yes, weight benches. I mean,
I know.
they have so much stuff. When I say they're like very diverse in what they carry, they're literally like so diverse. I mean, you can get, where else could you go to look at weight stuff like that? Grab a a nice chair for your back patio and pick up some pasta for dinner. Seriously,
Do it all one-stop shop, my friend.
Absolutely.
There you go. We're going to give away a $25 gift card to PS Cooks. That's coming up this hour, so be listening and then be caller number 10. Our phone number, 330-450-9292, and our text line, 330-269-9292. It's Chapel Rome. Boy, is she just taking over the world. You see, didn't she set an attendance record? Was it Lollapalooza?
Yes.
She just set like a record for the crowd.
Yep. I don't remember what the number was.
She is
but...
blowing up, and like other celebrities and singers are like singing her
they're
praise
noticing.
right now.
Yeah.
Chapel, she is taking over a little bit. This is Good Luck Babe here on Q92. A molecular biologist made headlines for his highly controversial artificial womb concept. This is what he originally...
Artificial wound?
Womb.
Oh, womb.
This is what he originally became. You're like, what the hell are you talking about? He has a new design, the world's first head transplant system.
Get out of here.
Hashem Al-Ghalia, a Dubai-based scientist and filmmaker. He's now aiming to help push forward the idea of transplanting a head onto a donor body for people suffering from cancer or paralysis. He recently released a video explaining the tech, which dubs Brain Bridge. It's getting a lot of attention online.
I understand that, but once you sever the nerves in the neck and everything, aren't you paralyzed from the waist down?
Brain Bridge's proposed head transplantation process involves attaching a patient's head onto a brain-dead donor body with the goal of preserving the patient's consciousness, memories, and cognitive ability.
I call BS.
He said the procedure could be available within 8 years.
You want to know how we end up with zombies?
Thanks to the integration of advanced robotics and AI.
This is how we end up with zombies. Real life zombies.
Not zombies. Cyborgs.
Whatever.
We're gonna get cyborgs. That's worse to me. Cyborg, you can't shoot a cyborg. Ting. There's metal, but you see RoboCop?
You can bomb them.
Gonna be a bunch of RoboCops running around. Be a
No, I
bunch
was
of Johnny
thinking
Number
RoboCop.
5, Short Circuit.
Yeah.
Remember that movie?
I do.
There's
That
a
was the
throwback.
old one.
Number 5 is alive. You're like, what the hell? I'm telling you, cyborgs. This to me is cyborgs. RoboCop is going to happen.
This is not good.
I don't think. And again, this is coming from someone who has no expertise in anything really. So I have nothing to base this on. But I don't see how you're going to take a head and put it on another human's body. But I could see you taking that head and putting it on some type of exoskeleton robotic body, aka RoboCop in real life. I could see that. That to me is more believable than
what's his name?
I die and Jake needs a body and they cut his head off and put it on my body.
Yeah.
I could see a lot more if they put. I'm a robot.
There's so many loopholes here. I mean, because what if you're 87 years old and you have a bad heart, and you want a transplant or something like that, but you still have the same shell and a bad heart. You see what I don't know. Like,
imagine having like an 80-year-old head on a 25-year-old body.
Oh, that'd be weird.
That'd be awesome.
Like a banging body and like a really old looking face.
Get over here, whippersnapper. Huh? What else did Dr. Frankenstein have to say? Someone said
exactly.
On the text. Just telling you what I was reading. Again, with the integration of advanced robotics and artificial intelligence, he thinks in 8 years.
No.
He can have this ready to go.
He's delusional, and someone gave him a head transplant, and that's why he's not making any sense. I'm sorry. How long did it take us to do the first facial transplant? And that didn't go... I mean, it happened, but they didn't look normal.
Well, someone had to be patient one. You know what I mean? Your cookies don't come out great the first batch you ever make. You got to get
Sometimes they do.
You got to get good at it. Okay, well, that guy kind of messed up his first batch, okay? What are you going to do? I'm sure he's better now. But I'm telling you.
I don't see people in the news getting face transplants all the time.
Cyborgs. I'm telling you. Cyborgs. This could happen.
No, I say
I'm going to
zombies.
put this. You can't make a zombie because you're not going to put a human body on another human. You're just not. You know how long you'd have to be sitting there connecting nerves and stuff and testing them out?
That's why when you said this, I was like, wait a second. There would be paralysis involved.
How much would it screw with your mental status to wake up with someone else's body, tats, piercing, etc.? I don't know.
Yeah,
If
that
it was
would
your
be-
only option, if it was that or death or paralysis,
Well, you're already going to have paralysis because they're going to go shunk, chop your head off and put a new one on.
listen, I don't have the logistics. I just know he thinks he can do it. But now, to me, that tells me cyborgs will happen. Now I'm putting cyborgs in the same pile as the dinosaurs will be back,
Which is also bad news.
and robots will take over the world.
20 years, it's going to have people with different heads on their bodies and dinosaurs wreaking havoc.
Real quick, because we're late. But here's a positive. Let me give you a positive spin. Because I do believe the robots and AI are going to try to take over. But if we get to this technology and we get enough people to become cyborgs, we'll have like robots, good robots, with human stuff that will fight on our side against the robots.
My question was, do you think it's going to devalue the strength of a relationship for the future generation? Because you cannot possibly make the same connection over text as you would face to face or on the phone.
It probably will. I'll give my not daughter credit. Boy, her and her boyfriend, they can't go a day without seeing each other.
Wow.
They hang
That's
out every
good.
day. It is.
But sometimes you can't.
I'm like, hey, just leave some room for the friends too. Like, let's
Right.
not.
Yeah, don't lose all your friends.
Let's not. You know what I mean? Love it. Don't have a problem with it. I said before, I like the guy now. I think he's a cool kid. He's respectable. He's intelligent.
So you got over the whole I don't need a chocolate chip cookie thing.
I never going to judge him for being emo. I just wanted to know if he
No,
was
you were
emo.
offended when you offered him a chocolate chip cookie when you made cookies and he was like, no, thank you.
that pissed me off a little bit. I was like, all right, a-hole, that's fine. Go to hell. But, you know, you treat her right, you respect her. She always comes to the door, picks her up, says hello to me and Jamie. I'm cool with that. But they're together a lot.
Yeah.
And they hang out all together a lot. And we've had discussions about her friend group. So like that. And sometimes her friends, she feels a little sometimes, I'll say alienated, but I'm like, well, listen.
When you're never around.
When you're never around, and if they get to hang out with you, it's only with your boyfriend.
That's
and I
gonna
realize
happen.
you all are in the same friend group.
Right.
But if it comes off like, well, we don't get to see her unless we see him, and we never really get to see just her.
Right. And we
I
don't
was like-
really want to tag along with him tonight, so we'll just make plans and
Right.
invite her next
In
time.
her defense, they're all in the same friend group.
Yeah.
So they would all hang out regardless. I was like, just saying, be careful on that. You don't want to alienate to the point where friends don't really call you anymore to hang out just you because they figure they can't hang out with just you.
Right.
And not that doesn't mean they don't like him. Just I had a couple like we had a friend Larry. Oh my God. Teresa. Oh, just saying her name. No! Everywhere. Ruined more guys' nights than you could imagine.
Is she the one who went golfing with you guys?
She's not. But
Okay.
if we did golf, she'd have showed up, I'm sure. We'd be just sitting over there having a great guys' night. Door opens. Here comes her ass just walking right in the living room.
But was it her
You
fault
would
or was
hear
it
us.
his fault?
We blame her.
Oh.
Bro code. It's her fault. She'd walk in. You'd hear us go, oh.
Would she hear it too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's so mean.
She was everywhere. She was we could not just hang out
What
as
did your
guys.
friend say when he would hear the
He would
audible?
laugh. He would laugh.
But he
They
wouldn't
didn't
tell
have-
her to go home.
They didn't end up together because they ended up fighting 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
And even kill the vibe more. Like, we're here watching like a football game. What do you need to be here for? She come in. Oh, I know you guys don't want to see me. I'll never forget my friend Smito. I was like, nope. Nope. Like, yeah.
Sure don't.
Yeah, don't. We don't. Just crazy. But yeah, long story short. Apparently people date each other's exes. I don't get it.
Tara.
Hey, Tara, where are you calling from this morning?
I'm calling from Newcastle, Pennsylvania.
Oh, Newcastle, PA. All right. How did you find out you were getting cheated on?
I had just gotten engaged, and we were sitting in the living room, and there was a knock on the door, and my now ex-husband, long story, opened the door, and I heard a woman's voice. She had been with him for 3 years. He had been with me for the last year of their relationship, and she showed up at our house.
And he was still dating her.
Still dating her. Said that he kind of was just ignoring her, thinking she would go away. But she came into our house. She took the pots and pans. She took the dishes.
Oh, this was a whole thing.
The vacuum. The bedding off the bed. She said that house was bought for them. Oh, it was a real treat.
And you had no idea any of this was going on.
No, listen. No, if you knew him, he was real quiet, just kind of chill. Never. So
you're telling me you're sitting on the couch with what you think is going to be your husband. You're chilling. Another woman walks in and starts taking things from the house because she's mad. She found out he's cheating on her.
Right. So she came in and she's like, I said, you might as well let her in. Like, I know she's here. I just don't know who she is.
Oh,
and she was like, so you were cheating on me.
Oh.
He stood there. And I said, so you suspect that he was cheating on you? She goes, well, he hasn't been returning my calls. He hasn't been talking as much lately. I haven't seen him as much. And I was like, how long have you guys been together? And she's like, 3 years. And I was like,
oh.
Interesting.
Now, what do you even do?
So I'm real calm.
Do you just go home? What do you even do?
So I went to the car and I put my best friend on speakerphone and I was like, you are never going to believe what just happened.
Girl, I got a story for you.
She's like, this would only happen. I was like, no. So like I looked and that's when I started like carrying stuff out of the house.
Wow.
I was like, I gotta go back in. I gotta find out what's really going on here. She called me a home-wrecking whore and I was like, first of all, I didn't even know you existed.
Yeah, I can't wreck a home I don't know is built. I don't know. That's great.
She took sheets and blankets off the bed.
Oh.
Literally everything. His laptop. I said, it's always the quiet one. It's always.
Hey, at least you got to sit back and watch a good show, right?
It was quite the entertainment.
Wow.
Yep.
All right, thank you for the call. That's a good one. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks.
All right. Yeah, that's a good one. Sit at home and the wife or whatever, that would throw me off.
Yeah, for
I was
sure.
chilling with a girl and her husband showed up. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? Like, huh? Text messages, face down phone is a sign. Let me see how this girl found out. I snooped through the phone while they were sleeping. He said he was sorry and cried. We got engaged, and then I went through his phone when he was coming home to me and told another girl, hurry, babe, I'm almost home. He's now with someone else and cheated on her by sending me videos while she was at work. What kind of videos? Ooh. There's only so many videos that do. Right here on today's hit music, it is Q92. Good morning, everybody. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you, hanging out on your Wednesday morning, halfway through the work week. Are you kidding? That's fantastic. That's very weird. There are 2 movies I want to actually go to the theater and see, and that never happens anymore.
Okay, let me guess.
Well, I mean, they're the only 2 ones people are going to see.
Okay, Twisters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see it too. My daughter saw it yesterday and said it was so good. And she has never seen the first one.
I like the first one.
Me too. But she was like, you don't need to see the first one. Like, I loved the movie. And they say that there's a few references here and there to the first one. But if you didn't watch it, like, the movie will still make complete sense to you.
That's the way to do it.
And Glenn Powell, let's give him
listen, there's not
what
a lot
he deserves.
There's not a lot of movie heartthrobs out there right now because
He is one of them.
Movies aren't doing that well.
No. Well,
But
they've had
if
a really bad time at the box office recently.
If there is one that's like having success, it's him.
It
With
is.
Top Gun Maverick, the romantic comedy, although I don't think it did well in the theaters with
I loved it.
Sweeney.
I saw it. Yeah, I saw it on Netflix when it came to Netflix.
Yeah.
But do you know what has kind of saved the box office late in the year?
Taylor Swift.
No, Deadpool.
hell yeah, that's what I want to see.
It set a record for
That's what I wanna
R-rated
see.
movies as far as high-grossing income for the first 2 weekends.
Because it's funny R-rated.
Yeah.
It's not gross or it's
gory.
funny.
Right.
Well, no, the movie is a little. It's not like other Marvel movies. Like if you're taking your little kid to see
Yeah.
Deadpool, you're going to hear the F word. You're going to see some graphic violence. It's not, but it's still somehow done cheeky. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But I want to see those two movies. The problem is I don't have no one to go with to see those movies. Because like
Aw.
Jamie is going to be like, yeah, let's go see Deadpool. Should we go see Twisters with me? And you got to find a babysitter.
Well, there's that whole
Because
thing.
you take a 1-year-old
wait
to
a
a movie and
second.
you'll get kicked out.
Why can't you and your brother go do a movie night? Your brother would,
He doesn't
or his
do
boys.
things. He doesn't do things.
Take his boys.
By the way, we'll talk about my brother. I've been talking about how dumb he is lately.
We yawn about how he says, "Oh, doors
Open
always
door
open."
policy.
Yeah.
Hey, we want to come swimming. Not home. I'm like, oh, I should have read that as come on over. That's my bad. So yesterday, his son and his friend came over. We're like maybe a 10-15 minute walk from my brother's house, and my nephews they're riding their bike, just coming over to hang out.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Yes.
It is every bit of the reason we moved to where we moved to be closer to family, and we hope we do have an open door policy.
Right. They can come over anytime.
All I tell them is just call or text. I was like, if something's going on, we'll tell you, hey, now's not
We're
a good
not
time,
home, or yeah.
I was like, but dude, if we're home and it's nothing big's going on, come on over. So he called me, I think on Snapchat yesterday. My nephew Noah was like, hey, can me and my friend come over? I was like, me and Jimmy are just sitting here. Come on over. We were outside with Jimmy. They were necking the tennis balls back and forth and all that.
Mhm.
And the storm started to come through. Now, it got dark at my house, and there were some weird clouds directly over my house, all over
I saw your
Trumbull,
pictures.
Mahoning County. So my brother must have got nervous. And I texted him. I was like, hey, the boys are here with me. We're going in the house. Tell Liam's dad, too.
Yeah.
Like, let him know. I got it.
We're safe.
They're safe. They're inside. The storms are coming. Because I get it. I'm a parent now. I totally get it. So
Right.
I was like, tell him. He's like, all right. And then he gets a text like, I'm coming to get him. And I don't know if he was doing that because he was on his way home or he was nervous himself for the storms. So he comes to my house like right as the storm is arriving. He comes in my house. And I just came in because I was watching it come in. It started to like spit, but you could tell it's about to pour.
Right.
And he is he's in my house and he's picking up Jimmy because he loves to come over and see Jimmy. And he's picking up Jimmy. He's like, yeah. I was like, why are you? I was like, the storm's like here. There's a tornado warning
Right.
for here.
Right.
I was like, you're gonna drive this? Like, yeah. And then like the sideways ridiculous rain.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, my door's wide open. What? So he runs outside in a waterfall, in lightning everywhere, tornado warning, and then makes the kids run out in there, and they drive home in the tornado warning. I'm like, why wouldn't you just have stayed in the house
Another 10 or 15
for
minutes.
10
and
minutes.
Yeah, it would have been all clear.
till it blew over and it was just raining normally? No, I don't know. I was like, I love you to death. You're my brother. You are stupid. You do dumb
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. We had about
I
4
don't
minutes.
know. Maybe it was a parent thing. He wanted his kids with him. Tornado warning, and
It could
I
be.
can see that.
It could be. Or maybe he
But-
felt responsible because his friend was with a friend. Like,
Yeah,
you know, I
but
don't
again,
know.
I'm your brother. That's my nephew.
You're going to keep him
I'm
safe.
going to keep him safe with my son and my family. We're not going to be like, hey, tornado, let's all go out and hold metal rods in the middle of a field.
Or, hey, guys, you better book
Yeah.
it home. It's coming.
Yeah, I'm like, I have a basement.
right.
I text you to tell you.
You're raised in Ohio,
Yeah.
so you know.
I text you and told you, hey, tornado warning. Boys are inside with me. We're good. But no, he raced over and flooded the inside of his car. Had to change clothes when he got home. He got so wet, but he left his door wide ass open to come inside and get the kids. Then forgot that there was a tornado warning because he saw my son and wanted to play with his nephew.
yeah.
And he drove home in like a waterfall. I don't know how he drove home because for 5 minutes, I'm telling you, I haven't seen rain like that in a long time. Sideways, couldn't see the trees in my backyard, lightning everywhere.
We had so much debris.
I was like,
we
whoa.
Listen, we didn't even have a storm come through. We had about 4 minutes of this weird wind. I think it was like what they call straight line winds, like when something comes through,
Mhm.
because all the trees, like, were all going the same direction.
They said there were straight line winds.
But so
They said that.
much debris came off there. We're like, why are these leaves all in our yard? Like, so many of the leaves blew
It
loose.
blew the cover off our grill.
Yeah.
I had to go get that.
Oh yeah, that's happened. We've
Thank
had
God
it
we
in our
didn't have a
neighbor's yard.
trampoline. Trampoline guy hates this time of year.
Dude.
Got to go apologize to a neighbor.
Well,
I'll get that out of your tree. I'm sorry.
luckily / unluckily, our trampoline last year in a windstorm. Our camper stopped it, but it put 2 holes in our camper roof that had to be fixed.
Yeah, weather ain't playing. And there were straight line winds.
Needless to say, we don't have a trampoline anymore. Kids are too old for it anyhow. It was just kind of.
I would never get a trampoline.
Not even with we had the enclosure. That's the only way I would allow it.
because they look like they just the slightest wind, they're gone. They're just gone.
You would think that. This was the first time we had ours take off, though.
I was still trying to figure out how it took the cover off my grill.
Oh yeah, that happens to us all the time. Do you have the Velcro to like underneath the this trays that stick out?
I just thought where it was. I thought, it's good. And I don't know that around here got it as bad as I got it yesterday.
No, probably not. I mean, I was watching it, and they were specifically talking about Warren, Youngstown, all these things that they were mentioning. I was like, oh, Christian.
You know, when I got the alert tornado warning for like Trumbull, Mahoning County, I was like, oh, let me check. That's here. Let me check though. I look and I was like, oh, that's here. I was like, that's here.
It's time.
And I don't believe a tornado hit the ground. I don't believe, but I know there were straight line winds and there was damage. Downtown Youngstown had damage.
I know what was weird about yesterday was I was talking to my sister-in-law that lives in South Carolina, and they're like right in the path of this whole Hurricane Debbie stuff. And they were getting ready. They were closing all the Walmarts at 5:00. And like they were going to be closing some bridges that go over water and all that kind of stuff. So she was kind of like, okay, we're going to get kind of like sealed in this area, if you will. But there was a tornado in Monk's Corner down there, which is not far from their house. But it was weird because around that time they were going Northeast Ohio. We've got tornado warnings. And they're like exactly where she lives. Like we have tornado warnings. We're both kind of like texting back and forth. And we're like, weather's bad here. And she's like, same. Like,
yeah, it definitely got a little hairy where I live yesterday. It was cool to watch.
The Weather Channel even broke to your area away from Debbie coverage.
Yeah, it was interesting. Like I said, I don't know that there was a tornado on the ground, but straight line winds and the rain. It was no joke. There was power outages.
We had a shelf cloud come through, but again, we really didn't get rain. And I was astounded that we did not get, but like you can see the edge of the shelf cloud there and how our clouds looked.
Yeah.
I mean, but it was fine for us. And I think most people were. I know there were some spin ups and things like that they were tracking.
But. Yeah, there was because I've learned. Like I've said again, don't want to keep harping. My brother and mom don't understand weather.
Oh, the difference between a watch and a warning.
They don't even know what a warning means. To them, a warning means there's 10 tornadoes on the ground coming directly at you at a high rate of speed.
Do you know how someone explained it to me once?
It means there's rotation.
Yes.
They have to issue it if there's rotation.
Someone told me about this, like when I was younger as a kid, to help it make sense. It's like your parents saying, I'm going to watch you. Like, go do that. And then the warning is like, I'm warning you, you're going to get in a lot of trouble. Yeah. Like, that's the difference.
It is.
I'm going to keep my eye on you because you're a troublemaker. And then I'm warning you now, you're in trouble.
I mean, does a warning mean there could be? Absolutely. I mean, it could mean there's a tornado, but they'll issue it if they just see rotation in the cloud.
As they should, because that means it could come down.
But my brother and my mom have never been able to comprehend that for some reason. They think that means there's a tornado. It's 8 miles wide.
Imminent,
it's on the ground, and it's coming directly towards your face.
They have probable cause. Yeah.
Well, it's like, no, relax. There's tornadoes. I'm like, no, it's a watch. It's a watch. Nope, tornadoes. I'm like, I don't know who you're talking to.
Well, that would explain then why he came over and got his son, because he thought.
Might be. Well, the warning was legit, but it was because they saw rotation. There was not an actual tornado on the ground, but I'll never forget him leaving his car door open and running out, coming to get his kids in a tornado warning in a huge lightning rainstorm, leaving his door wide open, and then deciding to take his kid and
did he have other kids that were home alone? Like that's why he felt he needed to leave and get home?
I don't know. I asked him why he did, and he goes, I don't know. I talked to him that night. Like, why did you leave during the storm?
You could have just waited it out there.
That's why I said I go 10 minutes.
Then he had a visual on his kid and his friend.
I was like 10 minutes, and you could have walked out in just a normal rain and went home. These storms don't last hours. They last like 10 minutes.
10, 15, yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I don't know. I was like, all right, good answer.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Spence and Boone, slow it down, everybody. $25 gift card to PS Cooks is coming up on Q. Hours right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. And that's your cue to call. $25 gift card to PS Cooks in Maslin on Lincoln Way, where they go out and purchase inventory from all the major retailers, and they pass that savings on to you. Truckloads of bedding, kitchen appliances, housewares, clothing, and a lot more. $25 gift card right now. Caller number 10 at 330-450-9292. Caller 10, good luck. It's Andy Grammer. Keep your head up on Q. Craziest days at work. Text message. I had a boss one time that would have sex with the delivery guys in our bathroom and then would want me to come back when it was done and see the evidence.
Ew.
That's not a day. That's a recurring event.
Hopefully that person needs arrested.
I feel like that should.
Why is your voice so high?
You can't. You can't do that.
No, that's a huge no-no.
And you the way this text came in implies that this would happen often. I mean, if you want to be like, hey, look, I reorganized our files. I mean, that's fun.
Right. Like, look at this new organization system. Or
yeah, look, I got new coasters for the break room.
There's donuts. You want to come see donuts in the back?
Got some Krispy Kreme in the back. Well, I guess you did. That's my God. That person got fired, right?
I would hope.
Where? I don't want to know the net, but like, what kind of company was that? Oh. Hey, come look. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
I'm a nurse. I had a crazy family member come in to visit her grandma and lay under the Christmas tree and wouldn't move. Police had to come get her and take her to the psych facility.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's kind of sad. Like, she didn't know what she was doing.
She thought she was a gift.
Right. The whole family.
Yeah. I used to work at Cinemark, and I found an elderly man dead in the theater. He came in alone to watch Jurassic Park, had a heart attack, and died in the theater. The EMTs took him out the secret side door to not disrupt the rest of the theater. That is a crazy day at work.
Yeah.
Folks, I did not expect you to come this hard with these
yeah, you've had some days.
Craziest
for sure.
days at work. My God, we're only 2 texts in. Every day is crazy at the Christian Children Home of Ohio, but my craziest day is being in a 1-hour hold with 2 other staff and a kid by the road. 1-hour hold?
I mean, that would be like, are we talking juvie or prison or?
I don't know. By the road? Interesting. Jake, someone told you to just take that with a grain of salt. The fry thing.
I get it.
I'm a home health nurse.
I just got it.
There you go. I'm a home health nurse in a psychiatric patient home. Several years ago, he told me he was feeling like he needed to stab someone in the neck with an ice pick.
Oh, geez.
Definitely could see the crazy in his eyes after getting out there safely. I called the police, which needless to say, they had to remove him in handcuffs, kicking and screaming. Craziest day of my job, text message, is when the SWAT team showed up as I was delivering mail to their house.
Oh, my God.
You had to think for a second they were there for you, right?
Like you had
Because
something
no
in your mail truck that they wanted?
You could be the most squeakiest clean human in the world. When the cops show up around you, you assume that you have cocaine in your butt and you're about to get busted. You know what I mean? You're like,
Why
oh my
did you
God.
go with that?
Oh my God, they're going to find the heroin. Oh no, they know. I'm in charge of the mob.
don't know how I feel about this, but it says several companies have emerged in the last few years to develop grief-related technology where users can interact with an AI version of the deceased. Among them is Eternos, which uses an in-house model as well as external large language models developed by major tech companies like Meta and OpenAI, which are the two most popular, I would say. Eternos records users speaking 300 phrases, then compresses that information through a 2-day computing process, capturing the person's voice that loved ones can access. While we have embraced this technology as a way to cope with grief, others feel very uneasy about companies using AI to try to maintain interactions with those who have passed away. So others worry that it could also...
Q92, hello, who is this?
Diamond.
Where are you calling from this morning, Diamond?
Alliance.
All right, well, congratulations. You're caller number 10. You are the winner.
Sweet, thank you.
Welcome.
Very welcome. Diamond, you're going to have to head out to PS Cooks so you can check out their extensive inventory from major retailers. Find yourself some amazing deals. Diamond, tell everybody your favorite station, hooking you up with a $25 gift card to PS Cooks.
Q92.
Awesome. Diamond, congratulations. Remember, it's your last chance. Get over to Facebook or YouTube. Make sure you give our morning show live stream a like. Need a favor in the comments. We're going to be pulling our very next finalist from those that do that for this 2 pit tickets to see Jelly Roll at Bash on the Bay in about, 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Do it now, Q92. In the first movie you were watching with your family, growing your parents, where there's maybe something
Got awkward.
a little awkward. Someone said Top Gun. Yeah, the Take My Breath Away scene.
Oh, yeah. But
Now, it was all shadows, but yeah,
that
but
was hot, though.
if you're a kid.
True.
watch
If
that
you're a
with your
kid and you don't really, they didn't show anything.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely showed,
I mean, it was a hot scene for sure, but...
they definitely showed some shadow kissing. Well, you saw like the tongues going in the
Yeah.
mouths, but it was like shadows. You couldn't actually see
It was silhouettes.
you couldn't see any boobies or anything.
No.
But I mean that was that song. That was you know what I mean? You guys remember it just from hearing this.
Yep.
Maverick, you bad boy.
So good.
We were watching Freddy versus Jason. Was there nudity in that movie?
I don't know, because I didn't like Freddy Krueger. I don't like any scary guys. Sorry.
I was scared of him, but then he became more like a comedy guy.
I was like, one.
You just saw these
Freddy's
one-liners.
coming for
Yeah,
you. Oh,
that
no.
part was scary.
Yeah.
The kids, that song was
And then I was
messed
like,
up.
bye.
Yeah.
Out.
3, 4, better lock your door.
Yeah. 5, 6.
Grab
was
a
that?
crucifix.
Yes.
7, 8, better stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep again.
Yep.
Oh! Ghost and Pretty Woman. I was in middle school and wanted to be invisible during some scenes in that movie. Should not have watched them
Yeah.
with my parents. They show boobies in Ghost?
I don't think that
I
they
know
show
the scene
boobies,
with
but
the
it
clay.
definitely is a little like...
Yeah. I don't remember a booby scene in Pretty Woman either.
I don't remember that either.
Howard Stern's Private Parts movie, that got awkward pretty fast. Yeah,
I'm
there's
sure.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon 1 and 2. I was 10 years old. We were watching them together with my sister, 12, mom, and her new boyfriend, and there was a sex scene in it. Ugh. Mom's new boyfriend, too? That's not fun.
Yeah, that's awkward.
That's not good at all. My mom took me to see Titanic in theaters. I was 11.
Yeah, I could see that. The whole drama.
Hate me like one of your girls, Jack.
Yeah.
So I can drown you later. and that's going to do it for us. We are out of here. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Of course, Nicolina, the Midday Diva, in here next. Color in the afternoon after that. Ryan at night after that. You're live at local radio station. Before we get out of here, you guys went over. You need a favor. You liked the live video feed of the morning show on Q92's Facebook and YouTube. The question is now, Lauren, who are we randomly selecting and making a finalist?
Okay, today it is Elena Conrad.
There you go.
Elena Conrad.
Elena.
Lucky gal. You are now our very next finalist.
You're in the running. You might get the phone call from us next week telling you you're going to see Jelly Roll at Bash on the Bay. More chances coming up all day long. Keep listening to Q92. When you hear that cue to call, be caller number 10 to make yourself a finalist. We'll catch you guys tomorrow morning. Next time we talk to you will be Thursday already. How about that?
Time flies, man.
Jake, anything for the good people?
Love you. Bye.
All right, there you go. Speaking of Jelly Roll, this is I Am Not Okay. It's Q92.